to you and yours. Clip Rock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Man, we are kicking off a busy and fun sports weekend. A ton going on here in Greenville. Some baseball going on in Chapel Hill. We will discuss it all on this Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live right here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250 and 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com. And also, you can watch the program on Facebook Live and YouTube. I'm very distracted. I just saw an old picture from 8 years ago of me and Steven Igo in the studio, and Igo's hair is amazing, and I got to put that out right now for everyone to see. Make sure you are tuned in today on Facebook Live and YouTube, and you can chime in and be a part of our program. So you can do that if you have a question, comment, concern. How you feeling heading into this weekend? A big weekend. It's ECU's last home basketball game for both the men on Saturday, women on Sunday. Huge series in baseball getting underway at 4 o'clock in Chapel Hill. East Carolina taking on North Carolina, and the finale of that series coming up on Sunday at Clark LeClaire Stadium. So, man, all that. NBA is back. Hornets play tonight. David Tepper's baby is being birthed in Charlotte. His soccer team will be playing. Charlotte FC taking on DC United. I believe that is on Saturday as they play their first game, and everything else in between. We are getting ready for the March Madness as well. All right, so a lot to get to. All hands on deck. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, Content Junkie Schaefer, and the Big Dog are all here on this Friday, and we got a big show on tap. Brian North will join us to touch on everything going on in the sports world. He joins us at 3:25. Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com, joins us at 4 o'clock. We got some Panthers news. Saw they extended one of their offensive weapons today, so we'll discuss that. Look around the NFL, play a little quarterback carousel, and catch you up on the news and notes of the week in the National Football League at 4 o'clock. Also, keeping an eye on Pirate Baseball, of course. At 5 o'clock, we'll talk to Morgan Ahlers, voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, Minges Coliseum, and sometimes Clark LeClaire Stadium. We'll check in with Morgan at 5, talk Pirate Hoops and more. Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show. We actually got a lot to talk about with Greeny today, with the Phil Mickelson stuff, the PGA Tour versus the Saudi Tour, and all that going on. A lot of drama there. We'll discuss that with Greeny in the 5 o'clock hour. And Rob Maloney, he was going to join us this hour, but he's doing Allen Iverson's least favorite thing right now, and that is practice. So we will talk to Coach Maloney from D.H. Conley Basketball in the 5 o'clock hour. How about the Vikings? I got to say, I don't think basketball school when we think D.H. Conley, but they are on to the third round, and we'll host a game coming up on Saturday, so we'll talk about that. And we'll run over some high school stuff with Brian North as well coming up in hour one of today's show. So all of that on the way. You can be a part of the show once again on Facebook Live and on YouTube, and we will check in with your comments. Let me make sure I get this picture of me and Igo so I can go to our Facebook Live feed and see what is going on there on this Friday. Quick happy birthday to Brandon Manning. It's his birthday today, Farm Bureau, former Pirate, and we'll probably get him on soon to talk some baseball. He loves his baseball. And Steve Hill says, Clipper! Craig asks, is anyone else craving a pina colada? Shirley was upset that I didn't make a note, send a group text or an email that it was. Usually you notify us when it's going to be Hawaiian Shirt Friday, and you did not tell us, and I am a tad disappointed.
It is all your fault.
Well, I just, that feeling hit me this morning.
Well, couldn't you carry that feeling into your thumbs and text somebody and let them know?
I felt it in my plums, but not my thumbs. You're okay. Next time, I will give you an advance notice, Shirley.
That would be nice, right. Preferably before I leave to go here, since I usually get here before you do.
Fair enough.
By the way, you were giving out birthday shout-outs?
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday to Bryce Williams yesterday.
Dang. It was my birthday.
29. Dang.
Another trip around the sun.
Dang. Me and Anna are about to get married next This time next year, on my birthday, I'll be a married man.
Dang. So happy birthday to Big Bryce as he turned. How old is Bryce Williams?
29.
29 yesterday. 29 years of age. All right. There's continues to be more updates to Joe Dooley's Wikipedia page.
Oh, jeez.
Courtesy of Steve Hill. We've got. All right. Steve is out of control at this point. This is going to jump the shark pretty soon.
Cease.
There's now an update on Cliff Godwin's Wikipedia page.
Oh, no. I got to hear this.
Cliff Godwin, American baseball coach, former catcher, head baseball coach of the East Carolina Pirates. He does not care about the weather. He played college baseball.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
So there you go. An update to Cliff Godwin's Wikipedia page. Does not care about the weather. Shirley, I'm blaming you for this. You're blaming me for no Hawaiian Shirt Friday text. I'm blaming you.
Can we not?
For not talking about the most important birthday of today.
And that would be?
Your mother's?
Ouch. No.
Yeah, it would be my mom.
That would be
my mom's birthday.
What, today?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Shirley's mom.
It's my grandfather's birthday in heaven. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Papa.
Happy birthday, Papa. Papa. Shirley, it is your longtime BFF and workmate's birthday,
yeah.
Wes Hines.
Wes Hines' birthday is today as well.
Wes Hines.
I did mention it yesterday because Troy was trying to remember somebody's birthday was coming up, or that Wes's birthday was coming up, but he couldn't remember when it was, and I was like, tomorrow?
I'm celebrating with a Hawaiian shirt. He's celebrating with a women's shirt.
It was in the men's section.
If only we could share the picture that we got in our work group chat.
That was quite
classic.
A doozy. Quite a doozy for sure.
But we can't share that one.
All right, Pirates and Tar Heels going at it at 4:00. Garrett Saylor gets the ball for East Carolina. The Pirates have invaded Chapel Hill. Pirate Radio, we just put up, I think Jenny's there, posted a picture of the scene from Sup Dogs in Chapel Hill. And no surprise, a lot of purple there. We also saw a picture from Jared from the Pack the Jungle account, tweeted a picture of Brian Dilday hanging out of a window, yelling into his megaphone at what appeared to be like a North Carolina security guard or something. That's
what it looked like. So Dilday better be careful. He'll be kicked out of the ballpark before the game even starts.
Love it. They got the dang megaphones out, hanging out windows, yelling at folks in Chapel Hill. So you're going to see and hear a lot of Pirate fans when they take on North Carolina coming up today at 4:00. Game 2 Saturday, Game 3 Sunday in Clark LeClaire Stadium. Should be we don't talk about the weather, but looks like some rain in the forecast.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
I want to shake your hand.
That last part always gets me.
Chandler, if you could shake one man's hand living today in the world, whose hand would you shake? You just want to give a nice, big, hearty handshake to somebody.
I want to give a handshake. I want to shake hands with John Daly.
This is a new segment called I Want to Shake Hands With. You want to shake hands with John Daly? All right, fair enough. Shirley, anybody's hand out there you want to shake?
I have a laundry list, but probably at the top, Abby Wambach.
I want to shake like an NBA center. Like somebody that just has
Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, Kawhi Leonard is a great call. The Claw. I want to shake his hand.
I want to shake your big hand.
I want to see his hand take over my entire arm during a handshake.
Well, I've been told I have a pretty firm handshake. Even Tone Loke said that when Tone Loke and Biz Marquis were here a couple of years ago.
Talk about a claim to fame.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you got a firm handshake.
Shirley,
I can't do Tone Loke because he's got that raspy voice. But I was just like,
you got a firm handshake.
Yeah,
damn girl, you got a firm
He did.
handshake.
He was pretty surprised by my handshake, and I was like, okay.
It's not bragging if it's true.
Yeah, it's not.
We learned that yesterday from Troy D's motivational poster. Tone Loke said Shirley Rhodes had a firm handshake. I like that.
Yep.
Real quick, guys. You want to get to work? Do a little manual labor.
Yeah, let's do it.
Some manual labor?
Let's do some.
All right, hold on.
Let's do a little constructing here.
Oh yeah.
Let's throw on the old hard hats.
The only problems with these hats is you can't put your headphones on underneath. they don't fit over the headphones.
I should have adjusted my hat size.
My headphones don't fit.
You didn't do a good job with his hat.
I didn't. I have to adjust it some more.
Why are we doing this? A, we're weirdos, but B, the ECU football countdown to kickoff is brought to you by David Price Construction, run by ECU alum. David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. You can give them a call today, 919-292-5532, or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com for all your commercial or custom residential and building needs. David Price Construction, proud ECU home services partner. And folks,
I'm giving up on even trying to wear my headphones right now.
We are 190 days away from kickoff.
Let's freaking go. And guess who was at practice this morning?
Keaton Mitchell.
For ECU football.
Keaton
Mitchell was there.
Rajay Harris.
And what a leader Keaton Mitchell is. If you saw that video on Twitter with ECU football doing up downs in the fog of the early AM.
I did not see
Bryce
that.
Williams was there. I saw him post on his Instagram page this morning.
Slim 80 was in the house?
Slim 80 was in the house.
Slim 80 if you're nasty.
He said it was great to be back in the thick. So I know he had been saying that he was going to go back out there and check out practice, and he did that this morning, a day after his birthday.
I know I'm not going to be a good construction worker because I can't even adjust my hat correctly. I think I might finally got it. David Price Construction, countdown to kickoff, 190 days away from Pirate football as they kick off the season against North Carolina State at a packed and sold out Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. That's a prediction. That has not happened yet, but it's going to be a rowdy crowd. Going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, can't wait. It should be a record-setting weekend here in Greenville for that opening weekend. So can't wait, and it'll be the first game of four home games in the month of September. So it will be the kickoff of a lot of ECU football here in Greenville.
A September to remember. Shirley, hit the sound effects again.
Oh, okay, how do we?
Yeah, I kind of like that. Makes me feel like I'm doing something. These hats are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of want to wear it like
thanks to the folks from David Price Construction who dropped these off for us.
They're actually very comfortable, like the inside, the padding.
It's comfortable.
The cushion, yeah.
It's just you guys have super domes.
You
didn't have to mention that.
Well, I look, mine fit perfectly.
I'm looking at new. I hadn't bought a hat in a while. I'm looking at new purchases. Might get a U hat, Chandler.
I saw that
in honor of you. Looking at the old White Sox. I love the Rays spring training hat, and also a Washington Commanders hat. Going to get that when they have the size in that I need. But you know what? I might have just found my new hat.
I like it. I think it looks good. A lot of the flow is flowing below it. You still get to see a lot of your hair.
Yeah.
Your luscious locks.
Yeah. Locks of love. This is cool. Goes great with a Hawaiian shirt. This is a
new vibe.
If you were working a construction site in Hawaii, that's probably what they're wearing.
Oh, man.
This is a total vibe right now.
I like it. All right. David Price Construction, thank you for your...
190 days away from ECU versus NC State.
It's going to be fun. Excited. We are 44 minutes away from first pitch, East Carolina and North Carolina, and we are about 24 hours and 45 minutes away, if I got my time right, from ECU basketball coming up Saturday. Chandler Pirates taking on Tulsa. Final home game. Final chance to go see the Pirates at home this year. They'll be at Wichita State coming up in their regular season finale, and then it's off to the AAC tournament. Yeah, that game is at 4 o'clock coming up on Saturday. It'll be senior day, and you will not be there.
Who's going to be on the PA?
That would be me. Bringing the ball to the court for the Pirates, Luigi Dubbo.
Yeah.
Will Luigi dribble across half court on Saturday? Yes is plus 250, minus 300 for the no.
Plus 250?
Yeah. It's not going to happen again.
It's not going to happen.
No, you got to bet no.
You had the head coach saying that he was wanting to be a real estate agent so he didn't have to watch what he was seeing.
Yeah.
And he's the head basketball coach of this program.
There's
so
no...
I want to say that he talked to Luigi and said, hey, son, don't ever do that again.
If he gets the ball outside of the 3-point line, maybe even outside of the paint, I don't think he'd dribble. He might not dribble all game. He might just catch, shoot, pass, pivot, no dribbles.
No, it'd be like hot potato.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he gets the basketball, he's just going to throw it away.
So I am not predicting a lot of ball handling from Luigi coming up Saturday's game when East Carolina takes on Tulsa. All right, other stuff going on, Chandler.
We've got ECU softball this weekend as well.
And a lot of it. What time's our first game today, Shirley? You got us an update?
As a matter of fact, I believe they are starting. They either just started or they're starting at 4. Give me 1 second here.
So ECU softball in action Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They got 2 games today, and one might have just started, but they'll play one after this game as well. So add that to your busy weekend sports calendar. Chandler, Hornets back in action tonight.
Hornets.
Yeah, they started at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So they're underway, and they'll have another game coming up at 5:30.
All right. We'll keep you updated right here on Pirate Radio Live on our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Maybe I'm a sucker, Chandler, but I like the long layoff, and I like the Hornets at home as an underdog tonight.
Okay. I like that, too. I'm ready for Hornets basketball to resume, and it will resume tonight. I feel like they have not played in about 3 weeks, but close to it, about a week and a half. So, about to say Pirates. Hornets need a strong second half to the season because, man, God knows how bad it was down the stretch in the first half of the season. So, Hornets trying to make a playoff push here. They're currently sitting in that play-in tournament at the 9th seed. So, it all starts tonight against the Raptors. So, let's go Bugs.
I like it tonight. Money line it. Let's go. Hurricanes in action tonight as well, taking on the Blue Jackets. And then we'll talk about this with Tony Dunn. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because I'm not in Charlotte. I'm far away from Charlotte. But I feel like there's like a backlash to this Charlotte soccer team because of how bad the Panthers have been. And for people thinking that David Tepper has prioritized this MLS team more than maybe the NFL team.
Nobody has seen him. Not even like people associated with the Charlotte FC. They have not seen David Tepper.
Well, that's fine though, right? Or do you want to see him? What do you need to see him for?
There is no. We want some kind of communication. It was just like this here in Pirate Nation a few years ago with administration here. Lack of communication with the fans. Kind of going on right now in Charlotte with David Tepper and Tepper Entertainment.
So do you have ill feelings towards this soccer team? Are you going to pull for them, or are they don't matter?
Let me say this nicely. I don't give a damn about this soccer team.
Okay. But that makes it sound like you want them to fail.
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if we need to have some sort of success in Charlotte,
if they're good,
maybe it'll come through soccer.
If they're good, will you jump on board? Kind of like you do with the Hurricanes and stuff. I will.
I don't know anything about soccer.
You don't care about the sport itself.
No.
Okay.
No. And the thing about hockey every year. The thing about hockey every year is, I'll jump on the Hurricanes bandwagon But it's really not. I mean, it's fun, when they hit a shot, whatever you want to call it.
When you hit a shot, Chandler,
or you shot on goal or whatever. I mean, hey, point exactly. Don't look at me like that. Point exactly. I don't know what's going on in hockey. I don't know what's going on in soccer.
No,
I'm not going to get invested in it.
Right now, I feel like you're acting dumber than you actually are. Like, you shoot a puck, right? Like you hit a puck, you slap shot,
whatever.
All right. Why are you so frustrated?
You're talking about Charlotte sports, man. I'm fine with Hornets. I'm excited about them. You've mentioned Panthers. You mentioned David Tepper, and you've mentioned this damn soccer team that's going to Charlotte.
See, you already don't like them because of Tepper. I knew it. We'll see what Tony Dunn thinks when he joins us.
I'm going to get me a scarf. I'm going to get me a Charlotte FC scarf.
I like that. I got one from when I went to an ECU women's soccer game. Those things are cool.
And this is MLS soccer?
This is Major League Soccer. This is the number 1 league in America. And the number 87 league worldwide.
I will say this. I'm going to make an attempt of getting some.
You ain't going to make no attempt.
You're right.
I'm more of a Bundesliga guy myself. It is Free Beer Friday. You can win a 12-pack of Bud Light Next. Brand new, super crisp, zero-carb beer brewed with the tradition and legacy of Bud Light, but created for a generation that wants a more interesting, equally refreshing, and lower carb and calorie beer option. Bud Light Next. You can win that in hour 3. What?
Everybody's probably like getting their phones.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not right now. We're not doing it now.
I have tried it, and Chandler Honeycutt likes it.
It is Chan Man approved. When we return, Brian North joins us to talk about everything going on this busy sports weekend. We're back with you on Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Friday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates! I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
We have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green, and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green, and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Need some beer for the weekend? The Jarvis Street Bottle Shop near Christie's Euro Pub is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating North Carolina craft breweries along with live music and discounts. Stop by Tuesday through Sunday or check out the Jarvis Street Bottle Shop on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Hawaiian Shirt Friday, free beer Friday. David Price Construction countdown to kickoff Friday. 190 days away from ECU football. 32 minutes away from Pirate baseball. 23 hours and 32 minutes away from Pirate hoops, if you're counting. And we have softball going on as we speak. We'll keep you up to date on that and anything else going on this Friday afternoon on our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Sound like a NASCAR driver there. Speaking of sponsors, how about the closer? How about our Trevor Hoffman earlier today? Coming out of the bullpen and closing the deal with a one of our favorites from the past, a blast from the past.
Excited about this one, Clipper.
That will be returning to Pirate Radio.
Should I go ahead and say it?
Yeah, because I hate when we build up things and be like, well, we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
So might as well say it.
Welcome back, Wings Over Greenville.
They're back.
Welcome back. Wings Over Greenville. I lived off of Wings Over in college, and to be honest, to be frank, I still do to this day.
No way to be frank.
Yeah. Glad to have them back.
Our buddy Ryan Malley is running shop there and a couple other stores across the state of North Carolina, and back with us. So excited to be partnered once again with Wings Over Greenville. And they'll jump back on board in March, just in time for some March Madness. So excited about that. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us from WCTI 12, Brian North here on a Friday to get you up to date on everything going on in the world of sports. North, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, Clippy. What's happening in the wide world of Pirate Radio sports?
Well, we are gearing up for some Pirate baseball coming up at 4 o'clock. 3-game series with North Carolina. We'll be in Minges coming up on Saturday for some hoops. The women are home Sunday. We got Pirate baseball Sunday. You got the softball team playing 1,000,000 games this weekend. So we got something for everybody this weekend, Brian.
Yeah, sounds like it. You know, as the winds change here or happening between seasons. And, it's always kind of interesting here as we end February and start March with what's happening. And who would have ever thought that at the end of February, the ECU basketball team would be winning road games, the ECU baseball team would be losing home games?
Yeah, right now 0-3 at home, 1-0 on the road after the win over Campbell on Tuesday, and they needed that one, Brian. We'll still see how this marathon of a season goes, but I don't know, in baseball, when you play 56 games or whatever, at what point do you hit a panic button? I know it's not after 3 games, but I started to look at the schedule and say, man, if they lose Tuesday and then North Carolina, and I wasn't ready to hit any buttons or anything, but I'm just saying it's nice to get that win on Tuesday. How about that?
Well, I don't know anybody who thought they'd lose one game to Bryant. University out of Rhode Island, never, those Northeast schools hardly even get a chance to practice a lot of times. So, outdoors. So I think that one was just kind of an eye-opener with the top 10 rankings in a few polls. And Cliff had said before the season started this was probably going to be their toughest schedule he's ever had put together in his time here. They just didn't think Bryant would be one of those tough teams. And so that certainly was one that caught your attention of, what's going on here? And then you start thinking of the guys they replaced and guys who weren't playing that weekend. And you realize that, as always, this is a work in progress of reloading for ECU and finding out which guys can play. And I think if you go back and look at the seasons here with ECU baseball, there's always a little consternation early on because Cliff is going to play a lot of guys to try to figure out who can play, so by the time the middle of the season comes, he can start getting those guys in heavy rotation and putting themselves in position for the postseason.
Looking at North Carolina, Brian, coming off a down year last year, 28-27. Scott Forbes entering year 2 as the head coach. He's been there, Brian, since 2006. I didn't realize he was there for that long as the pitching coach, and now takes over as the head man. And they are off to a great start this year at 4-0, and are looking to turn things around this year.
Yeah, well, look, you knew they weren't going to stay down long. I think with Mike Fox, when he was leaving, recruiting may have taken a little hit. Anytime you have a head coach who's been there so long, some guys are going to leave. There's been the whole COVID issue that's got everybody kind of messed up here. But, look, there was too much talent on that roster for them to be down another year. Now, the ACC is pretty good, and a lot of those losses last year happened in league play. But it looks like they've got them turned around, and I don't think anybody doubted Scott Forbes at all. We all knew he had the pedigree. It's just a matter of getting the right players in place and getting the schedule set up. And so I don't think that first year will be an indication about how his career goes. I think they look like they could be pretty good, but so is Duke, so is NC State. And, our state's pretty loaded, again, with some good quality college baseball teams.
Brian North joining us. ECU baseball getting underway 4 o'clock. They'll be on the road once again Saturday at 2, I believe, and then home at 4 on Sunday at Clark LeClaire Stadium to wrap up the 3-game series with the Tar Heels. Brian, hoops returning to Minges on Saturday. Pirates sweep South Florida. Now they go for the Tulsa regular season sweep coming up on Saturday. Did you hear Joe Dooley's comments following the game Wednesday night? He used the term tractor pull. He said rock fight. It was ugly in Minges, and if you just listened to Joe's opening comments after the game, you would have thought ECU lost the game, but they did actually end up winning by 4. But, boy, USF and ECU, when they get together, Brian, it is not a pretty sight.
If there is one coach in America when you would look at a lineup of them and you had to say that guy was involved in a tractor pull and a rock fight, wouldn't Joe Dooley kind of look like that? Wouldn't he be one of the guys you pull out of the lineup? Even with a slick back hair, you'd be like...
More rock fight than tractor pull, but yeah.
Yeah. It looked like he had to scrap for something there. So.
Yeah.
And look, at ECU, when you're still trying to establish that program, you've got to win some of those rock fights and tractor pulls in order to get to where you need to go. And so, look, good for them that they're winning some of these games they haven't won in a long time, it feels like, or when it does happen for 1 year, it doesn't happen for a long time after that. So it's positive steps in the right direction. Fighting for 500 for ECU is like a big moral victory for the basketball program.
Brian, looking at the ACC slate for this weekend, North Carolina will go to Raleigh to face NC State. Kevin Keats and his team looking just for something to salvage this regular season. It has been a bad year for the Wolfpack, 4-13 in league play, and North Carolina has tournament aspirations. Wake Forest has tournament aspirations. All of a sudden, they have an important one against Louisville. As good as they've been this year, they've got 21 wins, but not a ton of impressive wins. They're 11-7. They just lost to Clemson. So as good as they've been, Brian, the computers and Lenardis of the world don't love the Demon Deacons, so they might have some work to do here at the end of the regular season.
And I don't think they're playing their best basketball, and that's part of it. Now they've had a tough stretch, but I think were playing very well middle of the year, and all of a sudden expectations, spotlight started focusing in on them, and now they're struggling a little bit. And some of that has to do with the competitions they've been playing, and give everybody else credit. Some of these other teams getting hot at the right time too, but now Wake Forest. One of the metrics is how you're playing down the stretch, and I don't think they've been playing great. So the good thing is, in this year of college basketball, I don't know anybody right now who wants to be hot right now. It really is going to be the next couple of weeks when you need to catch fire, and it's going to be one of those weird tournament years where a hot team is just going to go through and win. I don't think there's many dominant teams out there. Even the ACC tournament, it's going to be a hot team that wins it, not necessarily the best team, because there's no real great dominant team in the league. So interesting fact, it kind of caught me by surprise, was Duke has not won an ACC regular season title since 2006. And
wow.
They have a chance to do that. They've got a 1 or 2 game lead here, 2 game lead over North Carolina with 3 to play. But so that just kind of tells you, the league is just kind of interesting. But Duke gets hot in the ACC tournament. That's when they like to win those things. So anybody at the right time, even NC State, as bad as they've been, and who hasn't been bad, is their Quavion Smith, the Farmville Central kid who broke the school record for freshman three-pointers. He now has 82 on the year, so he's been playing well. They're a dangerous team as NC State. They're not deep, but they're dangerous. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they catch fire. But Miami's been good in the league. It's just it's going to be an interesting ACC tournament. We'll see how many teams they get in. But with the rest of the country not being great either, I think some of those bubble teams like North Carolina, Wake Forest probably get in on name recognition alone. But a few more quality wins are going to help their cause.
Brian North joining us. That Duke stat, I need to turn that into some type of sports trivia question. It's pretty good there, Brian.
Surprised by that one.
Yeah.
Outright regular season title, and I mean, they're always like winning the tournament.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they won a regular season title. Where we know, Roy Williams used to like to cut down the nets at the Dean Dome whenever they would win at home against Duke to cap off a regular season title. I'm not sure if Duke will do that in Coach K's last game.
So Duke at Syracuse coming up on Saturday. Roy Williams steps away last year, Coach K in his final season, and you've got Buddy Boeheim and Jimmy Boeheim as seniors on the Syracuse team. So Jim Boeheim, probably the next legend to go. And how many years has he been getting questions about this, Brian? It seems like almost every press conference he's asked about it. Like people are trying to run him off almost, but he's sticking around. But I don't think he's got too many more years there with the Orange.
I think when his kids are gone now.
Yeah,
this is how long he's been there. I'm old, and when I was young, he was at a basketball camp, the Highlander basketball camp. He was the big name instructor, a speaker guy that came in. So you're talking that was mid to early 80s. And so that's how long Jim Boeheim has been around. So yeah, he can call it anytime he wants, but I think he'll probably go out with his kids. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Other fun facts for you when it comes to Syracuse, Joe Girard III, I used to play basketball against his dad. We played, we were in the same, he was a few years behind me, but we played high school basketball against each other.
Wow. All right. There's Brian's
Joe Girard, though,
6 degrees of separation from Jim Boeheim there.
Yeah, well, Joe Girard II went to Siena on a basketball scholarship. I went to JMU and discovered beer pong.
Beer pong legend. Brian, I loved Big Monday growing up on ESPN, and you had the Big East, and Jim Boeheim, he was a basketball player, right? So
yeah,
let's see, he was a walk-on and turned into a team captain. Okay, but when I saw him back then in the early 90s, I guess late 80s, and he had the suit on and those big giant glasses, I just always wondered. I remember as a kid, like, how did this giant nerd become a basketball coach? He just did not have a good look, and he's kind of stuck with it. His glasses have gotten a little smaller and a little more stylish, but he's had that same look forever now.
And I will tell you, when he went to that, I always remember that basketball camp when I was like 7th grade, 8th grade, somewhere around there, and he put on a shooting clinic.
Oh, wow.
And he was a pretty good shooter, and I was like, oh, my God, the nerd can play. It's the same deal, But he also, in Syracuse, you have the run of the land. There's no other real big university in upstate New York or anywhere around there that when Syracuse calls you, you go. So he had fertile grounds, including New York City, where he could recruit. And so he found a good spot for him in Syracuse, but there was no no direct competition right around him to really battle him for any recruits. And so that helped him have a much longer career. But he was always kind of labeled the whiner, but 3-2 zones were infamous or famous, however you look at it, for their ability to cause other teams problems. So he found the formula to last a really long time there.
One championship that 1 year with Carmelo there at Syracuse, and Boeheim and his Orange will take on Duke coming up on Saturday. Brian, we got Rob Maloney, D.H. Conley head basketball coach, coming up next here on Pirate Radio Live. The Vikings will be playing some home round 3 playoff basketball coming up on Saturday, and we've seen Jason Mills' baseball team make runs, obviously, and Nate Connor's football Vikings make a run in the playoffs. But this is, I don't know, a little bit different, seeing Conley basketball surviving and advancing here in the playoffs.
And they're doing it 1950s ugly old.
Oh, it's rock fight, right?
That is a rock fight. 4 corners, Phil Ford style ball, and when you win and when you score 35 or 36. And I think they've won 2 straight games, scoring 36 points and winning by double digits.
That's the magic number, 36, Brian.
Yeah. So Rob Maloney, give him credit. His daughter is going to be an astronaut, probably.
Yeah.
Will probably go into the stars. But Rob finding some rocket science ways to win some ugly high school basketball games. But in the end, they don't care how you win them, just that you win them. And so good for Conley getting into the 3rd round of the playoffs.
I used to rely on Brian to be one of my heavy NASCAR guys here on Pirate Radio, but it sounds like you're getting further and further away from your NASCAR watching, Brian. Do you even know who Austin Cindric is?
I not until Sunday. No idea who that cat was.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Rusty Wallace car. How is that winning a race? Rusty could never win there. And then I guess Brad Keselowski, I think, took the 2 car to victory lane once, but I just had flashbacks to Rusty never being able to win, and then I had to pronounce the guy's name. Where is he from? So zero idea who that cat was until he crossed the line first.
They'll be in California racing coming up on Sunday as the NASCAR slate is back as well. All right, Brian, we'll wrap it up there. What you got going on this weekend?
Well, let's see. I got the Princess House built the other day.
Nice.
Ariel Epstein is going to be back.
That's right.
This weekend.
Yeah.
We've got some brunch scheduled with the prop queen. Now that she's all famous and got a gazillion Twitter followers to my paltry 4,500. So she rubs that in my face all the time, because when she left here, she had like 1,000 Twitter followers, and her one goal in life was to beat me, and it's just been a whooping when it comes to the Twitter followers.
It is a beatdown. Planning to see her coming up on Saturday, so we'll welcome her back to Eastern North Carolina. So
yeah. Outside of that, I think I've got to put up some backsplash or something. I don't know.
What's that?
The stuff, like subway tile that goes behind the counter where...
Oh, yeah.
So when they splash stuff, they just wipe it down instead of repainting.
The handyman, Brian North. Always something to do, right? So enjoy it, Brian.
Grouting tile.
All right. We'll talk to you next week, North. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Sounds good, Clipper.
There is Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, a Free Beer Friday edition of PRL. We're going to give away a 12-pack of Bud Light next, and a large 2-topping pizza at Domino's. Zero Carbs beer is here. Introducing Bud Light Next, super crisp and refreshing light beer brewed for what's next. Look for Bud Light Next at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Will be giving that away coming up in hour 3 of today's program. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you in hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. The dog days of February are here for college basketball teams, including the Pirates. I'll have some thoughts next.
I'm Clip Brock.
I'm Chandler Honeycutt.
I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Join us every weekday from 3 to 6 for Pirate Radio Live.
We'll keep you up to date on everything going on with ECU athletics and make you a winner each and every day when we open up the Pirate Radio Booty Bag.
You can hear the show streaming online, on radio, and on social. Catch us weekdays on Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Joe Dooley's Pirates had a tough January, going 2-6 with 2 cancellations. The AAC schedule maker didn't do the Pirates any favors with 2 games against Memphis, 2 games against Cincinnati, and a game at Houston ranked number 10 in the nation at the time. February is usually make or break time. Guys are tired from the wear and tear of the games, practices, and travel, not to mention going to school. The tough guys look to find a way to persevere and even thrive while others fall by the wayside. If teams can get through February in one piece, usually the energy picks up going into the first week of March and into conference tournament play. That is the challenge for ECU this month. Stay the course, keep chopping wood. There are 8 games this month, 4 at home and 4 on the road. A good month, and the Pirates can have a rare winning season. A bad month, and it's just more of the same. Stay tuned. Come on back next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
It's bow time. Ever taste something so good you just get hooked? Like the Bo Jangler, the only fish sandwich splashed with Bo's famous seasoning. So we're having a fish fry, Bojangle style, spicing up premium fish fillets with the good stuff and slathering them with melty cheese and tangy tartar sauce to hook your taste buds with just one bite. Reel in a Bojangler today, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
In Greenville, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on, like the one who mowed your lawn that week you were sick. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on, State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer. Timothy and his team are here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer at 493-0002 and start saving today.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in your very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also cabins that are air-conditioned and can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncstateparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Can we get the content junkie on a mic, whether it be one of those or in here? Because I say we wrap up this hour talking NASCAR, and right now, Mr. NASCAR is 0-3 on his NASCAR plays this year. So I need a little help from the junkie himself, CJ Schaefer. CJ, we are going back to Cali. Yep. Where exactly in California are we this weekend?
Fontana. I believe it's just west of LA. It's in SoCal, but I don't know exactly where.
All right, Fontana, 3:30 coming up on Sunday on Fox. Austin Cindric gets the win.
Daddy's boy.
You want to chime in on
Turn
this?
the microphone there.
Daddy's boy.
Thank you for chiming in on that, Chan man.
Perfect.
So, set the scene for CJ. Who are the drivers to watch out for this weekend?
So, I'd say a couple guys who typically do well at the big tracks like this. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, obviously. Alex Bowman, I think he won Michigan. No, I'm sorry, Ryan Blaney won Michigan last year, and it's pretty much the exact same track.
Okay.
So Ryan Blaney's a guy to watch.
Hey, you say Kevin Harvick typically does well here.
Mm-hmm.
He's on some kind of... Did he win last year?
He did not.
He's on a Kyle Busch winless streak.
Yeah.
Where at what point do you say, like, Kevin Harvick used to do good here, but not anymore? Like, do you still think Harvick has something?
I still think he's got something. He didn't win last year, but Stewart Haas Racing also had a down year last year, and he still pulled out. I think it was the third or fourth best average finish in the Cup Series last year, so he was still, pulling in top tens and stuff, just not getting that one hump over to get a win.
All right, looking at the odds, Kyle Larson is the favorite. I see him plus 300, Chase Elliott plus 600, and then Kyle Busch at 650. Hamlin, Truex, Byron, Blaney. And then once you get into the quadruple digits, the plus 100s, the 10-to-1s, you got Alex Bowman, Logano 12-1, Harvick 12-1, Reddick 15-1, Brad Keselowski at 20-1. I mean, just seeing his name there, and maybe he'll wreck the field again, and he'll be the only guy left standing. So when you see the odds, Larson the favorite, but anybody beyond him that you would think about possibly going with this week?
I would like Blaney. I think
9-1.
I think that's good value. And he's grouped with a lot of guys you said that are at 9-1 right now, right?
He and William Byron are 9-1.
Okay, yeah, I like the value on him.
When is or has there already been qualifying for this event?
Qualifying, it might be today. They're starting to bring back practice because of COVID and all that. They weren't doing practice.
Oh, right. They would just show up and race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were. I mean, this week's only going to be like a 30 to 40 minute practice session. But I mean, that's enough to get 15, 20 laps in, and that'll give you a good idea of who's going to have a good car this weekend.
So it looks like there is practice, qualifying, returning. Sometimes qualifying is important. Sometimes it's not. Like if you're at the back of the super speedways, you can get up there by the end.
Doesn't matter.
So how important is qualifying for a race like this one?
It's good to know, especially like it gives you the idea of who's going to be turning the fast laps, especially with such a short practice session that we're going to have. Guys are going to get in and get out quickly just to see what they have. And when you look at who's got best times up there for practice, you're going to get a good idea of who's probably going to be leading the pack this Sunday.
Chandler, do you have anything to add?
None.
Okay, fair enough. Xfinity race on Saturday, and the top guys will run on Sunday. All right, so your official pick last week to win the Daytona 500 was
Blaney.
So who's your pick to win Sunday?
I'm gonna go Larson.
Okay. Go with the favorite.
Yeah, I don't really have a basis to know who's going to have a good chance to win this race, but it's also kind of hard to tell at the start of the season. You got to let it go, a month or so into the season to have a solid idea of who's going to have a good car, and that's why like you were a little wide-eyed at Brad Keselowski being so low. Well, that's because he's on a new team, and like you said, Daytona's kind of. It's a crapshoot.
He's living off his name, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, so we don't really know what to expect. We know how good he is as a driver, but we don't know how much this team will help him be the driver that we know he is. So we need to get a couple races in like Fontana or Atlanta in a couple weeks, Richmond in a couple weeks. We'll get a better idea of what we can expect out of him.
I'm either going with Denny Hamlin because he's a Panther fan.
Sorry to hear that.
And a big Hornets fan.
And a Hornets fan. Or I'm going with Martin Truex Jr. because a buddy of mine has cornhole boards with his name and car on it.
All right. The picks are in.
This is like the 40 bowls in 40 days thing where like you had half the people choosing a team that you needed to come up with their own reason for why they're picking them.
Yeah, I like your reasoning there, Chandler. It is a crapshoot. I liked Denny Hamlin years ago because he was associated with Joe Gibbs. So he was my favorite for a while. I wanted a new favorite guy, so I took Chase Elliott. I like the car. And so there you go. All right, good stuff, Content Junkie. Get back to doing your content.
Junkie.
Talk a little NASCAR here. When we return, we'll talk some NFL and also follow along what's going on in Chapel Hill, East Carolina and North Carolina.
Softball, quick update.
Softball, Shirley. What's our softball update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dabog?
Villanova has jumped out to a 2-0 lead on a top of the first inning 2-run home run. So 2-0 Villanova over ECU right now.
I'm angry winking right now. I'm angry winking.
Get it together, Wink.
Come on, Wink. Or you'll never come on Pirate Radio again.
Whoa. Wink, wink. He'll be back. Take a time out. Come back. More to go after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the black conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above. Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Winslow's is open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and the famous brunch, starting at 10:30 on Sundays and located on 5th Street beside the State Theater. They have the best selection of beers around, and you can have an exclusive dinner buffet as well. Just check them out. Once again, Winslow's in Uptown Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you here, Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2 on a free beer Friday. We got some zero carb Bud Light Next we'll be giving away today on the show coming up in Hour 3. Still a lot of guests to get to, including Morgan Ahlers, Mark Greenhalgh from the Golf Shop Radio Show, and Rob Maloney, head basketball coach at D.H. Conley, as they are off to round 3 of the state playoffs. Tony Dunn joining me, a proud Conley Viking.
Yes, sir.
And Tony, the sports were not great when we were in school.
No,
there at
not at all.
But when I think Conley now, I think more baseball, softball, volleyball, and then you get to football. I don't think basketball. So pretty impressive to see them where they are right now. So we'll get some Conley pride going in Hour 3 of today's
Baseball
show.
was our strongest, I think, when we were coming up through there.
Jason Mills had just got there when we were wrapping up our tenure.
And wasn't Coach Maloney involved with the football program back then?
I don't know about football, but he was around, and I'm not sure
His
what
wife
year.
taught science as well, correct?
Yeah, and we were. I feel like we had Maloney's at Cox and Conley, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
He's been around a while. We'll talk to Coach Maloney coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. All right, Tony. I talked about this with Chandler earlier. So Charlotte FC, which I do have a problem with their name right off the top.
Because it's FC, does it elicit just curse words to you? That's kind of what it elicits to me.
No, not at all.
What's their name?
Because what league are they playing in?
Who knows? Like some soccer league?
The MLS, Major League Soccer.
All right.
Their team is called Charlotte FC, which stands for Charlotte Football Club.
Okay.
And I do realize that
you don't like it because you just lost your great name of Washington football team?
I just feel like we have these dumb names for these teams over here because we're trying to pretend that we're a soccer country. Like Real Salt Lake, DC United is like Manchester United.
Right, like two copycatters?
Yes.
I thought
we're calling it soccer, yet they're calling it football club. It's two different things.
Full disclosure, I thought they were called Alley.
Who's that?
Their spots. No. Like you get I love this.
It's a bit of
soccer jerseys. I think that's a bank.
It's an eyesore when you see it, but you get used to it. Like if you watch soccer long enough, because all the teams
who you cheer for.
I like Samsung.
Capitalism.
Yeah, like I like, and Swansea City was the team I rooted for, and they could never get a big name sponsor. So it was just like random gambling website.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So like that's who I root for.
We cheer for the Breakers.
So anyway, now they play their first game ever. They're a new franchise, which hilariously, the coach came out a couple weeks ago and said we're screwed.
All right, so that's what I was talking about, Chandler.
Yeah. That was real.
And why did he say that?
I think it was like just injuries and the training, and like it's not gone well. He said we're screwed.
They tried to puff him up on Charlotte Radio a few weeks ago as being like this young, great, I actually kind of like a football Borrego, I feel like.
Football Borrego.
Yeah. And, so you're happy with what the Hornets are doing at the time, and then we're getting this, and the Panthers are terrible. We like this young, enthusiastic ambassador coach, and he says we're screwed. What's funny about this is I also heard at one point, like, they didn't even have all their players yet, like, just like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're still doing tryouts for the game tomorrow night. So why did he say this?
Well, yeah, that I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow when they play DC United and lose 4-0. But so here's why I bring this up. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm not in Charlotte, but I feel like there is already a backlash against this team.
How can this be?
Because people don't like Tepper, and they're so mad at the Panthers and think he's focusing on this, and it somehow takes away from the Panthers' success. And maybe I'm wrong. Do you have any ill will towards the team?
Certainly, but not the team. But I feel like this is a moment where David Tepper could really revolutionize the game of soccer, and he could appoint me to be the
jockey goalies.
Yes. Oh, don't ruin the punchline. It's a 3-part plan.
All right, sorry.
Chandler has not heard the 3-part.
I pretend before. I didn't say that. Go ahead.
There is a fundamental problem with soccer. Right, is that hockey went through this in the 90s, is that there just wasn't enough scoring. It's a fast-paced game. There's no stoppage in play, but there's just no scoring. Mm-hmm. And Americans need goals.
Yep.
So in the 90s, what they decided to do is reduce the size of pads for the goalies because they were taking up the whole goal. The problem is a lot of people said maybe we should make the goal bigger. Maybe we should make the goal bigger. Well, you can't do that in hockey because then it would mess up all the statistics you would have the asterisk of the like I played on the small goal and I was better than you guys on the big goal. Here's the thing. Soccer's goal is already the size of a school bus. You cannot make it any bigger. It's already ridiculously big.
Okay.
The football field is the pitch, as they call it.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
The pitch is so absurdly large.
It is.
I mean, these guys...
They run, I don't know how many miles a game.
Yeah, and before they even get close to scoring. So it's like, all right. So we need to enhance scoring. That's what we need. We need more points on the scoreboard. The 3-part plan...
Chandler's already left.
I know. He didn't even listen to it. First, Chandler, listen to this. You got to mirror the 3-point contest in the NBA. Do you know how they got the money ball at the end, like of the last of each rack? You get that one's worth more. Ball. Yeah, so we put the ball on a timer, and every 3 or 4 minutes it's flashing. And if you make a goal while it's flashing, it's worth 2 points. It's an additional, enhancing scoring.
Okay.
Number 2 is you make different zones you make a 3-point line.
Yeah.
You make a 3-point line.
Like the old MTV Rock and Jock, you used to have spots on the court where you could hit 10-pointers.
But here is the ultimate fix.
Here's the one.
Here's the ultimate fix to soccer. Chandler, you ready? They always put the biggest, strongest, fastest, or the best athlete in goalie. Right? If you got a 6'5" guy,
definitely the tallest dude.
He's got to be playing goalie. And you can't make this goal any bigger. So there's only one solution. You have to make the goalie smaller. Jockey goalies. We are going to take that sign from the roller coaster place where it says you have to be this tall to ride the ride.
You have to be this tall to be a goalie.
You have to be this short.
You have to be below this line.
If your head hits the top of this right here,
Mark
You're
it
out.
down. Mark it down. This is a 3-part plan to revolutionizing soccer in America. I just fixed the world's most popular sport.
What are you thinking? Like 5'3" is the cutoff? Like imagine these little tiny guys.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that might be a little too tall.
That is the way to bring Americans into the sport of soccer. My whole question is, and that was great, Tony. Thank you for that. So you probably don't have any feelings at all towards this team.
No, not at all. All right, so here's some kind of sideline stories that relate to the Carolina Panthers football team. Is that one of the things that David Tepper did when bringing this team in, this football team or this soccer team, is that they took the natural grass out of Bank of America and then put in the AstroTurf. And this is so they can have events all year long. You can put the concerts out there and you're not going to mess the grass up. I went on a tour of Bank of America, like one of these private tours once where like 12 people, and we got to do everything. We got to go into the press box. We got to go into the locker rooms.
How did you get that?
You could just sign up for me. You had to pay like $50, and we went as a group. But then you go to the field, and
Do you know who you're talking to?
That's right. C3 Panther podcast.
Yeah, watch out. Be careful.
We walked. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you down on the field look," and we walked right out there to like basically where you could walk out of this like
tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel. Thank you. And then like you can't get on the grass. Like they would not let
you couldn't get on the carpet. Pretty much.
No, it was like forbidden, and the natural grass was such a prized possession that they wouldn't let, unless you were just a player or coach, authorized person, they would not let you out, even on the private tour, which I found is crazy.
I thought that you were talking about the artificial.
No, this is pre-turf.
No, but what I'm saying is that's when they have real grass, and so
now you
that's
can get out there and do whatever.
Yeah, now you can go out there and have
because
mud
it's basically
wrestling.
carpet.
Yes.
Did you see a story while we're on this topic of the guy going into? It was a stadium in California. I want to say it was the Padres baseball stadium. He somehow got his vehicle
Petco Park.
Not only into he went.
Did he get the
on
donuts?
the field? And that's what he was doing.
Hell yeah!
And he got arrested.
Did it not mess it up?
It looked like it was dirt. I don't know how these fields operate. Maybe they plant the grass or bring in the grass later. But it looked like it was all like dirt out there.
Well, there's been a lot of conversation too about artificial turf and I guess the natural pitch after Odell Beckham Jr. tore his ACL in the Super Bowl.
True.
And a lot of players came out and said that they don't like playing on turf. I even saw players that are speed guys that seem like they would benefit in the track environment more so than the other players, that they also were endorsing natural grass.
Well, the phrase we always hear, Tony, is they got a fast turf. So these guys are going to be super fast. Maybe it's trending in the opposite direction.
Well, we talked about it every baseball season when ECU gets ready to play Campbell, which we did earlier this week on Tuesday.
Yeah.
About the dangers of an artificial turf.
Do they have an artificial turf?
They do.
Because their park was built so a minor league team could play there. So the major league team, whoever it was, just built the whole thing.
It was the Houston Astros.
Yeah,
it was their affiliate.
Mm.
So, that's always a concern going to Bowie's Creek, and of course there's other college baseball teams with artificial turfs, but I mean, you just got to be careful out there because and we talked about it with the players on the in the players lounge too about their concerns and stuff. So it's definitely I'm not a big fan of the artificial turf.
I'll sail away.
The Pirates got Lean Hoover on in the first. That was it. They go 4 up, 3 down. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And North Carolina has just hit a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first inning.
Oh, my gosh.
It is 1-0 Tar Heels from Boshamer Stadium. So there is that. Tony, nothing like playing on your home turf and having, now sometimes 9 home games because of the 17-week schedule.
There's a game in Germany this year. You know that?
Don't kill the punchline.
Oh, sorry.
We're even now.
Nice.
But, Tony, at least when you play on the road, you're playing on American soil, and you can still get to the games by car, by motor vehicle. But not so fast, Tony. You know why? because they're playing a game in Germany this year. I don't like this stuff. I don't know.
I hope it's not the Panthers doing it, then.
The Bucks are playing a home game, so it could be the Panthers. I would think it would be a non-divisional game.
Okay.
I would think.
Like, what are they doing for the England games? Are they non-division?
I want to say most of them
I feel like
are.
it's like Jacksonville versus...
When Washington went over there, we played the Bengals. When y'all went over there, y'all played the Bengals, right? Or am I wrong about that?
The Buccaneers.
Y'all played the Bucks in England?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to throw our whole hypothesis off.
Really?
Who did Atlanta?
played the Bucks.
Atlanta
It
play.
was
I feel like
Jameis
Atlanta
Winston.
plays to the Jags every time.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do play division games overseas.
Another man on board, by the way.
I just don't like it. For my team, if they're losing a home game, that stinks. But like the travel, yeah, you get a bye week after that, but it's still a shorter week because you play a game and then have to spend that extra time traveling. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I don't care because I'm not a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what this means for season ticket holders. Do they have to pay for that ticket? Do they?
I would hope not, but the NFL tries to make every buck they can. I just don't know why are we for. Is Germany really clamoring for this? Maybe they are, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see, like, it sounds like a cool thing for fans to go and do and try, but here's the thing is I don't want my Panthers to ruin my Germany vacation. You know, like, I mean, imagine that. You go there, you spend all this money, you get blown out.
Yeah.
Like, I'd just rather go to Germany. If I want to go to Germany,
what?
I'll go
I
to
haven't even
Germany.
factored that part in, like the fan experience of losing the game.
It's a long ride home, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long flight home at this point.
Some other NFL news and notes. I'll tell you what, let's stick Panthers real quick. Saw you guys.
Big signing and no signing today.
What did you just say?
A big no signing.
So you're not Ian Thomas, the tight end?
180 yards receiving last year. He's more of a
188. Let's get it together.
So you're saying this is a nothing burger story?
No, I'm actually. It's probably an interesting story for Panther fans. Is like what is the impetus behind this signing? One of the things is this is a 3-year deal, $16 million, but $8 million is guaranteed. So $6 million signing bonus, $2 million, I'm guessing, in his first year salary. It's a 1-year, $8 million deal, and then they could probably get out of it with very little cost after this. So that is the question. Is a lot of people are saying though is what in the world warrants paying Ian Thomas $8 million next year when he had, like Chandler said, 18 catches for
188
yards last year. And the best thing you can say is that his blocking got better. So that does seem a little pricey for that, but I kind of wonder then, all right, there's got to be some sort of, or you would hope there is some sort of rationale behind making this deal other than this agent just fleecing the Panthers. And to me, what I think this means is that, like, look, is everything's going to be on a 1-year type contract at this moment because it's a rule, prove it, make it year. We don't want to make too many commitments beyond that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the tight end position with Ian Thomas, and who he was kind of spoken highly about by Matt Rule all season long, is about doing the right things, like, and the things that don't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Usually the things that Matt Rule talks about and then cuts you the next day for.
Exactly.
But you got to just, I wonder if it's just more of a familiarity thing right here. Is that, like, look, is we got a lot of moving parts we're going to have to fix. We're going to have to change. We're changing the whole coaching staff. We're going to try to make some big improvements on the offensive line. There could be a quarterback change.
I like when my team keeps the guys that have been around, but that's more like sentimental than wins and losses.
Right.
So as far as the Panthers getting better, like, I don't think they got better today by keeping him.
What could this mean by, the new offensive coordinator, Ben McAdoo? Is there a way that he can utilize Ian Thomas more than just blocking?
Well, you would hope so. So Ian Thomas came out in his rookie year and had 333 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, and really looked to be a promising prospect from a pass catching role. And then the problem, though, is he was a liability in the blocking game at that point. And he somehow got into Ron Rivera's doghouse because he goes from being a big part of the offense to only playing something like, I don't know, it was like something like 12% of snaps the next year. And this is the proverbial Ron Rivera doghouse. He's put guys in here. It was Ron Rivera's last year. Well, when Matt Rule comes in, he is playing 40 to 42% of the snap count for the season, which is that's a starting tight end role. His productivity in the offensive capacity did not jump up, right? But then you got to wonder, is that because of the scheme? Joe Brady didn't seem to use his tight ends much in Carolina. They drafted Tommy Tremble, who
I wanted to bring him up. Is there any hope or thought that he could, because he's a pretty good athlete, right?
Yeah. I think they're trying to just say that we got two guys that are one's 20. Ian Thomas is 25. He's gotten better as a blocker. He's athletic enough to be a pass catching receiver or pass catching tight end when needed. The familiarity of this, I think, is important because they're trying to build an offensive line. And Matt Rule said funny stuff like this. He calls them the front seven, right? And
who what?
The offensive line
with two tight ends. Like
gosh, I was like, yeah. So is that obviously they think that I think, or obviously they think I think. That's a lot of I thinking. I don't know. I guess they just want to stick with freaking Ian Thomas, man, rather than go out and find somebody.
We talked about it for 5 minutes, and your last statement is, I guess they just wanted to stick with.
Instead of stick with him, try to find somebody different. You know what I mean? Like who you don't know. I feel like Shirley right now.
Chandler, you a big Ian Thomas guy?
It's boring.
He looks fat.
Boring
right now.
It's boring.
Yeah,
he's boring.
He's boring. Okay.
How do I like a guy because he blocks well?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Susan Dean says,
well, somebody who wants an offensive line, that's the true statement of a Panther fan. I don't want a guy that blocks well.
I tell you what, Matt Rule really loves the number 7. Front 7 years, just like Jay-Z.
Oh, and Clip, we got to talk about your tweet you sent me.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that when we return. Susan Deans is in, Chandler.
Oh, I wonder what she said. Maybe hashtag fire Matt Rule.
Oh, I thought she said extend Matt Rule.
don't
She'll
make
come
her
through
angry.
That front door and slap you.
Hashtag fire Matt Rule, and says, I hope Tepper experiences the feeling of being a total loser with his soccer team, too. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
She's like, I hope Alapalooza management goes bankrupt this month with the Ukraine problem.
Let's take a time-out. We'll come back when we return to more NFL talk right now as we take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by Dubuck. North Carolina up 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning, 2 outs, 1 on, as the Pirates try to get out of the first. We'll take a time-out, come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up the college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer here in Greenville today at 493-0002 and put the life back in life insurance.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
All
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware Building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for 18 years. And as we head back into the show, Clip, a quick Buck scoreboard update for you. ECU lacrosse is on the road at George Mason. They're trying to, Amanda Moore's ball club is trying to remain undefeated. Right now they are trailing George Mason 5-3 with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. ECU softball has got a big old hole they got to dig themselves out of. They are trailing Villanova 7-0 in the top of the third inning.
Overcast in eastern North Carolina.
And the baseball team's down 1-0.
Yeah.
I have
Cloudy.
no good news to report. At
Cloudy.
this moment.
No sun.
Cloudy.
Man, the brightest thing in this whole story is your shirt.
That is true. Because if nobody else can bring the bright and the shining light, I will.
It's
Tony.
positive clip.
Tony, it seems like there has been quite a bit of overhaul in Carolina and Charlotte for the Panthers this offseason. That continues. I saw this story. Panthers and pro personnel director Matt Allen are parting ways.
So sad.
Now, I don't know what that... Allen was the last Richardson family member remaining in the building. He is the grandson of Jerry Richardson.
And he is the father of Britton Burson.
I get this news on Jeans Friday.
Who's going to continue that tradition?
Yeah.
How about this is a sad, sad day for a guy I never heard of. And
I never have either.
And
I thought
you know
he was
what?
more
You got a
related to
way
Kyle
cooler
Allen.
title than your job.
You know, we don't like the nepotism, and the reason we don't like it is because it
We're
never
not part of
benefited
it.
us. Yeah. How awesome would it be if your granddad owned a football team and you could just work for the team without knowing anything at all?
At this moment, nepotism is helping this show. We've known each other since kindergarten, homie.
You got you got the gig because I knew who you were.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you were also doing a show, and you know.
Nah,
and you know your Panther stuff. You do.
I would have reached out.
Not really.
To some.
Yes, you do.
You do what we do. You're the common man talking about your favorite team.
Yeah.
I mean, your podcast. I hope I'm not saying something false, but it's one of, if not the most popular Panther podcast on YouTube.
It's pretty. I mean, we got a good community.
When I tune in on Tuesday nights at 9:00, which everybody out there should too.
Yeah. Good time.
There's a lot of people commenting and donating and doing all that.
We have in the off season and after the worst season that we've potentially had at probably where the interest level for the Carolina Panthers has been the lowest. We have over 100 people watching live for a ridiculously long show. So
that's awesome.
It is. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I went back and deleted our calls. Like I'm trying to just clear some space out of the mailbox. We've had over 400 calls since November.
That's crazy.
I know, and I'm like, gosh, why do you guys want to talk this much about this? Why do we do
That's
this?
how I feel on the fifth quarter sometimes.
Nah, I'm happy to come in here on Fridays, man. I have a good time hanging out with you guys. And you guys do good work here, too. I'll be tuning in all the time, giggling. Chandler be funny as all get out. Shirley's always in a bad mood. And CJ's always just fighting for his life over there.
No, he's
Hold on a second.
Shirley's always in a bad
I just had to mess with her today.
I was getting ready to say, I'm not always in a bad mood.
Just today.
CJ.
No, it's not so much that today I'm in a bad mood. It's just, it's been a long day for some reason.
It is, it is overcast in Pirate Nation right now. Softball, what we said, softball, lacrosse, baseball.
Yeah. All losing.
And I bet you ECU basketball won. Did they win last?
Well, no, they were supposed to play.
Hold on.
Because I'm always going to get it wrong. I felt like
Did ECU men's basketball team win this midweek? Yes or no, Tony?
Yes.
Yes, it's correct.
Yes.
I was waiting for him to ask.
I thought you were asking about the women.
They won by 4.
Did you lose your bet?
Well, yeah. But
okay, that makes sense.
all is right with the world. Yeah, and you're right. We do give CJ a lot of crap because, and he does a great job. Like when I last looked over there, he was watching some San Antonio Spurs highlights on the clock.
Man, he's smart over there.
He's getting it done
to the team.
Don't know what that has to do with Pirate Radio or content, but I hope you enjoyed those highlights.
Oh, he probably knows. I think he knows more about sports than probably everybody here, except for Clip. I'm not gonna get on Clip's bad side.
CJ's
Well, he does know a lot.
He's a content and sports junkie.
I would say we all know our fair share about what's going on in Deportes. I know this too, Tony. The Ben McAdoo oversized suits. I hope that is still a thing.
I hope so too.
Now, as a coordinator, he's probably going to be more in like leisurely outfits, but he dresses like when a kid, like a 90s movie where a kid gets the job as a CEO or something and has no...
He's like in Big.
Yeah.
He's like Tom Hanks in Big.
Why is his suit so big?
I think of it
Is he fat? I don't think he's a fat guy.
I feel like it's more like... So my son is 14. He's so skinny, but he's also grown so tall. Like it's hard to find clothes that fit him. Like so he doesn't fit in a men's suit. But he doesn't fit in a kid suit.
Yeah.
And so I almost feels like Ben McAdoo just wore his like older brother's suit.
Yeah.
He's like an adolescent child.
It is so ill-fitting, and
it's awesome.
Now,
I mean, they've made fun of this guy for 8 years over this suit.
It could be a case too where he is secretly fat, but he's got a skinny face.
Go look at when. All right, so look,
his face does not look like the face of a fat man.
Look at that. Look at that look right there. All right. So this kind of ill-fitting suit.
It's huge.
This 80s mustache he's got going on, and the hair. Now go Google Ben McAdoo pictures when he becomes the coach when he's on the field. And I'm telling you, this is that. Let's see this slick back. We need the slick back hair. Look, this. The kind of Sperano.
Okay, he looks snort. He's got, but that hair and the sun.
He looks like a weirdo.
This is what this is, bro. Is year one. He's Tom Hanks from Big.
This is a ridiculous
That's
picture.
Tom Hanks from Big. Year two. He is Gordon Bombay and sees in year two, Mighty Ducks D2. Do you remember when he was trying to sell the loafers and he was playing Iceland and he had his hair slicked back and he tried to Ben McAdoo is Gordon Bombay from D2.
Man, I tell you what though, he can fit into any crowd.
Why do you think he likes Gardner Minshew so much? They are brother. Like he might be Gardner Minshew's dad.
He's had him.
I didn't see Gardner Minshew blasting that dude.
He's cut his own hair before. In that picture,
it's just wonderful.
He has had so many looks. He looks like he fluctuates in weight. He's such an interesting man.
I love him now. He's the most interesting man in North Carolina right now.
Tony, you got to do one episode this year where you
wear
grow
like
out
a bat.
and just wear the biggest suit you can find,
which was just the suit I wore last year.
Do it in for Halloween. Yeah, that you can't fit into anymore because you're too skinny.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
I know. He looks like a man child.
I've been trying to tell you.
Like his parents dressed him up for church, and they used the dad's suit.
And if you think about where he's taking the job at the moment, he's taking over the New York Football Giants and is like the one of the most high profile.
Yes. He's setting the tone. With
his
suit.
He's just like, I'm a regular guy who drinks Schlitz.
I'm a Schlitz guy.
All right, enough on Ben McAdoo.
Yeah, he drinks. You know what? You know why that suit doesn't fit him? Because he's been crushing Bud Light Next, 0 carbs.
Look at this guy, true pro.
What a marketing
true
genius.
pro over here. We'll give away some Bud Light Next, a 12-pack coming up later on.
Next.
Tony, I sent you a picture that I saw last night on Twitter.
So good.
Of one of your former quarterbacks and my current QB, I guess. Well, yeah, I know he's still on the roster because he's Ron Rivera's butt boy, Kyle Allen. And your quarterback, Sam Darnold.
I like how Clip can say this stuff with it doesn't even pause. But if I said that, he'd be like, Tony, calm down.
Butt boy?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Maybe I shouldn't use that term. Ron Rivera loves Kyle Allen for some reason. Oh, we joked at Sports Trivia. You weren't out there. Were you out there after that night where we had this whole thing going that Kyle Allen was actually
like his love child?
His mechanic.
No, he was the mechanic for
And then
Ron Rivera.
He turned into the team mechanic, and like during practice, Kyle would be out there, and Ron would be like, "Hey,
change my oil.
Antonio Gibson needs to rotate his tires, Kyle. We need you." We had this whole storyline going as to why they keep Kyle Allen around.
Okay.
Ironically enough, he got in the game that Sunday and fumbled the ball because he had oil on his hands. Motor oil.
Baby oil.
Tony,
so this picture,
I'm trying to find the picture. I was stalling. I might get that tonight from Familia, by the way.
That
Looks pretty good.
So this picture, when it comes to, do you want me to pull it up?
Didn't you retweet it?
I'm probably.
Why can't I find it?
Got bad news, folks.
What?
I know. Another home run. Oh, you just retweeted my. Okay. So this is Josh Allen on vacay. I don't know who's beside him, Tony. I don't know who that is.
That is just token black guy for the picture that they had to bring in.
What is this? A 90s sitcom?
It
And
really
he had to have
truly
his
looks
one
like
black
it.
friend. Okay. But Kyle Allen's in it, and Sam Darnold making his goofy smiley face, living it up. They are trying their best to get some of Kyle Allen's talent. And
is that how you tweeted it? All right.
His runoff talent.
I tell you this, so are Kyle Allen and Sam Darnold's ladies trying to get that runoff talent too.
Well, Josh Allen says, "Hey boys, you put up the numbers I did. Maybe you can get
your girl will have a booty like mine." Is there a booty?
Tony, don't say that.
Is there a booty prize today? What do you got? A booty bag?
Booty bag.
Booty
It's
bag?
called Bud Light Zero.
Next, I tell you this is that if Gardner Minshew was in this picture, the drip they'd be all trying to get his runoff right there and his girl. Like he would see. This is what I've been trying to tell you about Sam Darnold and Kyle Allen. They're just nerds, dude. Nerds.
You can't win with nerds.
Like you, I mean, you look like are you ready to go into battle for that guy?
Best nerd quarterbacks. I think about Andrew Luck.
Yeah, kind of caveman quarterback.
Now the caveman kind of throws you off the nerd mentality, but he's a very intelligent guy.
Okay. Nerd quarterback.
Now Ryan
just dorks.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, you could call him a nerd because he went to an Ivy League school, but he's cool.
Yeah.
He's not a nerd. Who are the top nerd QBs that we've seen in our time?
Ooh, is Peyton Manning a nerd?
I think he's too much of a jock to be a nerd.
Really?
Yeah. He's kind of goofy. He's kind of dad jokey.
Like just the most boring man you've ever met. Russell Wilson is a dork.
He's
a dweeb.
That's a whole different category.
Yeah, it might not be the
There's
right
nerds, there's dorks. He's a dweeb.
Right.
That's a pretty good one there.
Let's see. I would probably say Trubisky. No, he's kind of like a dumb jock.
He's puny.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, Matt Ryan is a nerd.
He is boring. I'll give you that.
He is boring.
He is paint dry. He is a boring fella.
Okay.
So
why do y'all help me out?
Well, I know I'm trying to think of names and nothing's coming.
Like every one of your
Kirk Cousins is not a nerd, but he's something. He's a dweeb.
Who's the coolest quarterback? Cam was at one point. He was pretty cool. Some people would say ridiculous. Did something happen that we missed?
They're all watching Ryder Giles commit an error at shortstop.
Oh, have we already seen it?
And Chandler's not chiming into the conversation. Michael Vick was cool until the dog thing.
Actually, that's when he kind of picked up in my book.
He got cooler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he left Atlanta.
I'm sure y'all have already mentioned him, but Cam Newton had swag.
Yeah.
Nobody's business.
Just go watch your game, Chandler. Don't worry about
I think Joe Burrow is cool. Right?
Certainly.
Like he's super cool. I think
master.
Jimmy G, look, you got to give him his props for his own reasons.
All right, back to is this guy a nerd? Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
He's nerd looking.
I think he's nerdish.
He's like creepy look. Yeah.
Pat Mahomes is not.
Shirley says Daniel Jones.
He's a very good one.
That's
Thank
a very
you, Shirley.
good one. That's a very good one.
He's
very good.
I was like, where was Daniel Jones ranking on the nerd scale? 'Cause
Very
I'm thinking
good.
he's pretty high up there.
Jameis Winston?
What category are you putting him in?
Ridiculous workout category?
He's
he's got the best workout videos.
He's in the space cadet category for me. I don't know if he fits
What
into a
did he
category.
say? Oh, yeah, exactly. It's not nerd. It's like he's like the Tony of discussions where he's like trying to say one thing. I'm trying to say one person's name and he just completely botches it.
Like the trainer said before the game. Wait, what did he say?
He just said go
All
be
right, you know
prepared.
who's a nerd?
Who?
Kurt Benkert.
A different type, but you're right. Very nerdy gamer guy.
Gamer guy.
That's a good point.
Jared Goff, nerd.
It's boring. He and Matt Ryan are in that boring category.
Let's move on.
Josh Rosen.
Lamar Jackson's in the cool quarterback category.
Somewhat.
I think he's pretty cool.
He's cool.
That's
a cool dude.
I tell you who was, and now
Eli Manning was a total nerd. He was the Daniel
He
Jones
wasn't
before
cool.
Yeah.
No, I just don't know.
He
if
does.
nerd
He is
the word.
charismatic.
Is
now
nerd
that
the
you
word?
get to know him.
I'm trying to think of what.
I would
Tyrod
label him more
Taylor?
of a dork than a
I
dweeb.
think
Yeah,
so.
there you go. That's good. Yeah.
Who was I about? Oh, you know who was in the really cool category and is now into a different category, which I'm trying to think of a name for it? Aaron Rodgers. He used to be the coolest quarterback in the league.
now he's drama queen.
Yeah. Now, have you heard about the cleanse he was on?
Yes,
We've talked about
I've done
on
it
this show.
before.
Did you go through the steps?
What are the steps?
What is this? Can
Did
you
you
say it
look
on the
on-
radio?
Right. Oh, man, it's like this crazy where you first start by inducing vomiting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like a basic. When I say he went on a cleanse, he went on a day 1 vomit cleanse, day 2
To
partial
force himself to
enema.
vomit?
Like, yeah, like I mean, this is a different type of cleanse, bro.
He's got to stop doing his own research.
What is wrong with this dude?
I don't know what's right with him. Everything.
So he was pulling the
clearly.
trigger. He was pulling his trigger.
I don't know what that means, but
Sticking the finger down your throat to force yourself to vomit.
So he's like,
he's like, look, Chandler's like this. I hope you go home and And you're like, you hope I go home and kill myself?
All right, next time, like, this goes to anybody. If you're
I've done that before.
When you're at the Buck and you just feel like, oh my god.
When I feel like I'm not going to go to sleep unless I vomit.
Stop.
Yeah.
Too much. Bail hell for bail hell.
Let's take a time out.
Bail hay for Jesus, please.
North Carolina up 2-0 now over ECU, a solo home run in the second inning.
I got a scoreboard update for you.
I don't even want it, Shirley. Or do I?
Damn.
Well, we're inching closer.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
ECU's lacrosse just scored. They now trail by 1, 7-6.
We want more.
Less than 8 minutes to go.
We want more.
In that game.
We want more. We want more.
ECU softball puts a run up on the board.
Wing, baby, wing.
So we will not get shut out, but they still trail Villanova 7-1.
Right.
Top of the fourth.
Right on brand. We're in striking distance. All right, we'll take a time out. Come back. More to go after this. Weird show.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Domino's week-long carry-out deal means you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day. That's right, $7.99 each, and every day means any day. But just in case there's any confusion, we've set up a helpful website to confirm if today's a day you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each at Domino's. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's week-long carry-out deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes extra large and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey Greenville, Bagel Man here with some exciting news. We are now open for dinner. This is the first time ever for dinner in our 33 years. Our entire menu is available, plus some new sandwiches like the roast beef cheddar, the Italian sub, and the meatball parm. You can also get French fries and home fries as a side for any of your sandwiches. Order online for pickup or delivery, and don't forget about our great catering. We're available 7 days a week. We can deliver or you can pick it up. Bagel Man here.
Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness is hosting its annual Live Well Half Marathon, free 5K, and free 1 mile fun run on Saturday, March 12th at Greenville Town Commons. Whether you're a professional runner or a first-time runner, this event allows you to experience the benefits of exercise and healthy living with your Pitt County community. All courses are U.S. Track and Field certified and safe. From vendors to half marathon finisher medals to an official award ceremony, this family-friendly event provides a fun and vibrant atmosphere. Come out and have a good time. Register today at kptonline.com.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back for the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner. Be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. You can join the over 53,000 followers today. And as we head back into the show, a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. We have a tie ball game in lacrosse. ECU and George Mason tied at 7, less than 6 minutes to go in the game. Back to you, Clip.
By George.
Want more.
We've got a ball game.
We want more.
Oh, boy.
Not in Carolina. How is this?
George Mason. Washington, D.C.?
No, that's in Virginia.
What
in
city?
the VA.
Yeah, it's like Jamestown, isn't it?
Alexandria, maybe?
Williamsburg.
We're just naming
Williamsburg? No.
It is in Fairfax County.
Oh, Fairfax, Virginia.
That's fair.
Fairfax. Where is that in Virginia?
Fairfax is just outside of D.C.
Okay, so I wasn't too far off.
Yeah. But
What's in
Fairfax
Williamsburg?
County, I don't know if Fairfax County is.
Great Wolf Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge. I've been there before. You took your kids there, Tony?
Yes.
Did you like
No, not Great Wolf Lodge. No, but Busch Gardens, yes. And I've got to ask this: how is this pitcher for the Tar Heels? He has so much sweat on the brim of his hat, like it's so stained. How could he be working that hard? I just don't get it.
Because it could, Tony. It could be a foreign substance.
Hoove with 2 infield singles.
Lane Hoover has hit the ball twice to second, right?
Yeah.
Choppers, and has beat him out for singles. And
Hoove.
That's what Hoove does.
The Pirates have 2 hits. He has 2 hits
to get the second,
and they have not got. Hey, stay in your lane.
Yeah, buddy.
His name's Lane, by the way. Did you get that double entendre?
No, I did not. But now I do.
They have not hit the ball out of the infield, and he's got 2 hits.
Hey,
whatever it takes.
Take it. Small ball.
I tell you who can hit the ball out of the infield. Jump on the Tilt-A-Whirl.
Tilt-A-Whirl.
Because Bryson Whirl is up to plate. That chicken cheesesteak or whatever it is behind the plate is making me hungry.
Looking nice.
Have you ever seen good advertising?
That is good. That is great advertising.
Man, did you see that curveball? Look like a chicken cheesesteak out there.
I tell you what, it suckered me into that one, man. I know what I'm getting when I leave. All right, do we have any other NFL news? Matt Nagy back
with the Chiefs.
Who's he nagging?
He will be with Patrick Mahomes. Leaves his nagging wife, fiance, and brother, and now Matt Nagy takes over. This is weird,
isn't it? Because everybody says Bieniemy is such a brilliant man. Now they're bringing back Nagy to nag everybody.
So Nagy's the QB coach. Okay, but it is high, it is far,
it's short,
it is caught. Why? There's like a discussion on Bieniemy, and they had to put out a news article. He will be returning to the Chiefs this season because there was talk like they might not bring him back. I don't know.
His contract was up, and then people continue to associate his name with a hot coaching name.
Yeah,
like the public thinks he's a hot coaching name.
Yeah,
it just turns
the
out
NFL community does not.
The NFL doesn't like him
for whatever reason. Yeah,
I guess he doesn't interview well, or he, you can figure it out.
I don't know. So anyway, Matt Nagy joins the Kansas City Chiefs as I didn't get to this yesterday. This will be a good way to wrap up the hour. Start thinking about teams, and I'll give you a list. Teams that won like 4, 5, 6 games last year. Jets, Texans.
Now ready to take a step?
Yeah. Jets, Texans, Jags, Giants, Lions,
none of them.
Panthers. Okay, you say that, but we would have also said that about the Bengals last year. You got to remember that. I know, Tony. You don't. They have a quarterback.
Read it again.
Jets, Texans, Jags, Giants, Lions. I'll throw the Panthers, but they had 5. Those other teams had 4 or less
tell
wins.
Me.
Well, here's why I bring it up. The most popular bets to win next year's Super Bowl, 57, according to Caesar Sportsbook. Number 1, the Buffalo Bills, and they're plus 750. These are not like the favorites. These are the most bets on teams. Number 2, the Bengals, because you still get a pretty good number, plus 1,500. Number 3, the Rams, plus 1,200. Number 5, the Chiefs, who are a favorite. Number 4 on the list is the Jets. Now, is this just absolutely deranged New York fans?
Yes.
Or are they deranged in thinking that year 2 quarterback, young coach,
got hurt?
You remember that Martin Lawrence stand-up? Deranged. Deranged. Yes, they're deranged.
My point is, they are trying to equate Wilson to Burrow, Salah to Taylor.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what is we should start a book and start taking only Jets.
I'm with you for the most part. It sounds stupid. It sounds ridiculous, but nobody sat here and said the Bengals would make the Super Bowl last year. So it is possible.
No, but I did say they were an interesting team all year long. Right?
You're not saying that about any of these other teams. Now Jacksonville could be a candidate just because they're quarterback. Maybe. I'm not really seeing that either.
Maybe. I mean, maybe the Jets are on this list of like we think that we like their head coach in Salah, and we think that they may have a young talent at quarterback. But other than that, I don't really know enough about their team to say, man, I'm really excited about them. I would say that the Detroit Lions were the toughest of all these teams on that list this year. But
late in the season.
Yeah, but I don't even see like how are they going to take a next step.
No, that's a good point. They were in a lot of games last year, Tony. Here's one thing that Zach Wilson can't control. The Jets are the only team in the NFL that gave up 500 points last year.
The Jets, and they got a defensive coach.
And
they do have 2 top 10 picks this year in the draft. That helps.
Okay, just like the Bengals got Jamar Chase, maybe they get a weapon.
How do you think who wins the most games on this list? Like, so instead of us
Jets,
thinking
Texans,
of it as a
Jags.
crazy turnaround, is who wins the most games on this? And
I could see the Giants getting to. I don't know why I feel this way about them every year, but like they could get to 8.
They stink.
If number 8 could be behind quarterback.
I don't like the Texans. I don't like the Jags. Maybe the
Texans
Jets.
play in a good division, but they got Lovie Smith. They'll be all right. But
I don't love like the Bears and Vikings. So like Detroit could win a couple more, but out of that list, I would still say the Giants.
Wow. I mean, I'm not ready to say the Panthers, and I'm not ready to say the Jags until I see anything out of them.
Yeah. All right.
I guess maybe it is the Jets.
We've come around. And you think about their division, Bills are still going to be good. I think the Patriots are going to be back in the playoffs.
Fun. Yeah, actually, you know what? The Jets are going to stink because the Bills are going to be great. The Patriots are going to be better.
The Dolphins are better than the Jets.
Yeah, and the Dolphins, I mean, the only way they're going backwards at this point is if Flores was really a giant attribute to their team. I mean, they're not going to change that much.
I'm kind of liking their Wonder Boy coach, too.
Ripping bong hits and calling plays, playing Madden.
I'm starting to think that they might have something down there. But, Tony, thanks for joining us today, man.
Thank you. Good, sir.
We will talk to you next week. Tony Dunn.
Check out the C3 Panthers podcast on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. live. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get it. We could, just get in there, leave us a little comment, say if you like the
donate some money.
Maybe hit hashtag Fire Matt Rule.
Susan Deans.
Yeah.
And support Pirate Nation. Come on, Pirates.
Pirates down.
See some sweat on your bill.
No outs in the bottom of the third, 2 on for North Carolina.
Sailor losing his lusto.
Quick lacrosse update. ECU just tied it up 8 apiece with 11 seconds left to go in the game.
Wild one. Wild one in Fairfax.
It's a wild one in Fairfax, and in softball, ECU has tacked on another run. They now trail Villanova 7-2. Top of the 5th inning.
Chipping away.
We want more.
Watch out.
We want more.
Is this lacrosse game on for us? I kind of want to.
Yes, it is.
Right.
It is on. It's on the ESPN app. If you pull it up, you can find it that way.
All right. I'll take a time out, come back. Morgan Ahlers joins us when we return after that.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Bring home comfort at huge savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Power Event. Now at Bostic Sugg, amp up your space that makes a powerful statement with hundreds of power sofas, sectionals, and recliners in stock. Experience the power of better sleep on a Serta Arctic mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. And with any Arctic purchase, get 2 free pillows. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with RentAFishTank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. RentAFishTank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. RentAFishTank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at RentAFishTank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. And as we head back into the show, Clip, I need to take the heat on this one. As I had previously said that it was a tie ball game and we were going to possibly go into overtime with lacrosse, because I mistakenly thought that there was 2 halves in a lacrosse game, and that is incorrect. There are 4 periods in lacrosse, so it is currently halftime.
So there are 2 halves.
Technically, yes.
They just played the first half.
Yes, they just played the first half, and they are tired at 8.
I respect you so much that when I flipped it over here and it said halftime, I thought they had a graphic error, but no, they were right, and
I was wrong.
Turned out to be that you're the one that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
Well,
wow.
Now, okay, before you haul off and try to do shots fired,
why would you
I will
say
have you know that both Clip and I both have PA'd lacrosse games, and we should know that there are 4 periods in a lacrosse game and not 2 halves.
Wait,
so,
are you
at
throwing
least
me under the
no,
bus?
I'm just saying. You could have easily corrected me.
Yeah, Clip. I'm sorry.
How did this come to me? All right, you know what?
I'm sorry.
It's
your fault. I'm sorry.
So we got another half to play. I'd flipped it over there to see the conclusion, but now I'm back to baseball. We got trouble a brewing in Chapel Hill.
He's on the bump.
2-0 ECU trailing North Carolina. Bases loaded. We are in the bottom of the 3rd, and it is
1 out, I think.
1 out, trouble time. Let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to the voice of Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, Minges Coliseum, and sometimes Clark LeClaire Stadium. He is Morgan Ahlers joining us on a Friday. Morgan, how you doing, man?
I am doing good. I'm very disappointed that neither of you knew that Moss had 4 periods.
Hush, Morgan. Well, that's why we have experts
in my defense, it's been a while since I've done a lacrosse game.
Well, I have learned something in the last 2 or 3 minutes listening to you guys jabber.
High fly ball in the center is going to score a run unless Bryson Worrell really breaks out the cannon, and it's going to be 3-0 Morgan in Chapel Hill. Pirates right now trailing and have some makeup work to do here if they want to get back in this one on a Friday.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting here at Tiebreakers, drinking a nice cold Michelob Ultra Superior Light beer with 8 carbs, 3 carbs, 2 carbs, something like that. So watching the game and hoping the Pirates can rebound on it. But it looks like there's a good contingent of Pirate fans there today.
It does.
More than Carolina.
No doubt. Pirate fans showed up before the game at the Sub Dogs in Chapel Hill and at the game at Boshemer Stadium, and I'm sure that'll be the case. Probably even more on a Saturday, Morgan, I would imagine, coming up tomorrow. And then big crowd on hand, I'm sure, for Sunday's game at Clark LeClaire Stadium. I will be in Minges coming up Saturday, Morgan, and I'm excited about it. Pirates coming off a win. It was ugly. Joe Dooley called it a tractor pull, a rock fight, whatever you want to call it. It was a Pirate victory on Wednesday night, and they'll try to win their home finale coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, I hate that I'm missing it, but I'm glad you're getting to call the game for me. I've got an event. I've got a DJ for, and the Pirates have played good basketball throughout most of the year. There's been some games that you look at them going, man, that's just ugly, and But for we've had 5 or 6 games, I think it is, that have been decided within 2 to 3 points in the last few seconds of the game. Those games could have went either way for the Pirates. And same thing the other night against Central Florida. It wasn't pretty, but it's an ugly baby, but it's our baby. And another base hit, and it gets by the right fielder, left fielder.
Oh no!
Hunt coming around, and Carolina could have broke open. We'll see. But anyway, we'll play-by-play action. But talking about basketball, these guys, they're playing hard. They don't have that dominant score. I think at times you've got Vance Jackson or you've got Tristan Newton that can go in and score a bunch of points really, really fast. But other than that, East Carolina doesn't have that guy that you walk onto the court and say, okay, he's a 25-point guy. We better, lock him down. And, the other night was no different. But there were a lot of guys that scored. I thought Brandon Suggs hit it.
Sugg. Shirley's watching some game. She's not paying attention. Sugg. There we go, Morgan.
I really love watching him play basketball because he doesn't do anything spectacular. And not a knock on Brandon if he's listening, but he does everything really, really well, from defending to rebounding to pushing the ball at the court to passing, scoring. He's just so fun to watch. And I really think that, we've talked about it, that he's that glue guy that most teams need. And, the Pirates now, they're 1 game above 500, have a chance to go out tomorrow to go 2 games up and then go to Wichita State. And those are both winnable games for the Pirates. And hopefully that'll be the case tomorrow. They get 2 games up, win a 3rd one, then go into the tournament. You never know what might happen at that point. So, it's Pirate basketball. Love it, leave it. Give you a heart attack, give you insomnia, whatever you want to call it. But it's Pirate basketball, but we've got a chance to do some things here in the next couple of weeks that hasn't been happening in a long, long time for the ECU Pirates.
Morgan Ahlers joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. I'm excited for some March Madness, Morgan. The conference tournament's going to be a lot of fun, and, of course, the NCAA tournament. And we are getting down to the wire here, and in fact, we got conference tournaments beginning next week, so that's exciting. I think the first one might actually be on Tuesday, but I know some are getting underway on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then, of course, ECU will play the following week in the American tournament. But it's a fun time of the year, Morgan, with all these games going on.
It really is, and people have talked about the transfer portal. We've talked about it a lot in football and some in basketball, but with the transfer portal this year, teams that you would look at last season and go, well, that they're not going to be very good. They're pretty good this year. You got some guys that come in, 2 or 3 guys that make a big difference, and that's changed a lot of outlooks on some of these teams going into March Madness. I don't think there's as many deep teams this year, meaning that you take the field of 64, and then you've got the 2 playing games, so I guess it's technically 68. But I think there's going to be some bubble teams out there. There's more bubble teams this year. And once the final picking's done, there's going to be a lot of complaining that this team didn't make it or this team didn't make it. But they might have made it based on name recognition alone. I'm going to say Carolina. Just going to throw that out at you, whether it's right or wrong. But just because it's Carolina, they might make it over a team that is just as deserving but didn't make it.
Well, Carolina's a good example because I feel like they're kind of right there at it. They play NC State coming up on a Saturday, Duke, Syracuse coming up tomorrow, as well as a lot of and boy, the slate is packed for Saturday. We'll run it down before we get out of here, but Gonzaga, St. Mary's will be good. Baylor, Texas is on Saturday as well, so a lot of good games coming up this weekend. Morgan, we'll let you run, man. Thanks for joining us for a few minutes here today on the show. Have a fantastic weekend.
Before I let you go, Clip, 6 o'clock tonight, we've got the huddle, and it's going to be Brian Weingart's group of Little League commissioners going to be on the show tonight.
Cool.
Had a chance to talk to him yesterday and do the interview with him, and does a lot of neat things with Greenville Little League and with area sports in general, and great time with Brian. That comes up tonight at 6 o'clock.
He was running the scoreboard on Saturday right beside me at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Great guy, and looking forward to that at 6. We'll hear from you then, Mork. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Manny. And by the way, he'll be running the basketball scorebook tomorrow.
All right, I'll be along his side. He'll be calling out each personal foul to me so I can announce it to the crowd.
Now, if you take the score sheet that they give you and they call a foul on number 12, you mark number 12 and you put the team foul, and you'll know it before he does.
Morgan, I like to have a backup plan.
So do I. But now you're also his backup plan if you use the score sheet. Trust me.
All right, fine. I'll do it myself. See you, Morgan.
I know.
Morgan Ahlers joining us on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live.
I am jealous of Morgan. He's at the breaker.
The breaker. That's right. He is enjoying, well, not enjoying, but watching this game. And East Carolina right now down 5-0 in the fourth.
And just like that, a pop-up to start the top of the fourth.
If it hasn't been a Lane Hoover dribbler to second, Hoover
stank.
The Pirates have not got on base today. It's been ugly. It's been a struggle for this baseball team on this Friday. All right, let's Shirley, you want to make somebody a winner right now? Let's go ahead and give away our brewski.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
How about some cold beer? 317-1250. Shirley, what caller you want to award today?
12.
Caller 12, 317-1250.
Must be 21 or over.
Must be 21 or over. You will win Bud Light next. Bud Light next. You get a 12-pack, also a large 2-topping pizza to Domino's. It can be yours if you are lucky. Caller number 12. We're back with more on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Next. In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, you know, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Come pop a top at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings, featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday, or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach.
For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half-gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fussell from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
What's the big deal?
Where can you get pizza, bread twists, specialty chicken, and more for just $5.99 each?
Is it at Domino's?
He hands off hand-tossed pizza and a marble cookie brownie. He's going!
There's a lot of variety on the radio and at Domino's too, where you can
Mix and match 2 or more. $5.99 each at Domino's.
2-item minimum. Pan pizza, bone-in wings, and bread bowls will be extra. Ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Pirate Radio.
This mother is still rocking. We're just glad to be here alive and kicking butt on Pirate Radio. Let's go.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Congratulations to Ethan Rogerson of Greenville. Picked up Free Beer Friday, and he got to walk away with a 12-pack of Bud Light Next and a large 2-topping pizza at Domino's. Zero Carbs Beer is here, introducing Bud Light Next, super crisp and refreshing light beer, brewed for what's next. Look for Bud Light Next at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. And speaking of the Pirates, here's a quick Buck scoreboard update. ECU and George Mason are in the third period. They are tied at 9 apiece, and ECU looking to score. They currently have possession. And ECU softball still trailing Villanova 7-2, top of the 7th inning. Now back to you, Clip.
All right, thank you for those updates, Shirley Rhodes, on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Pirates right now down 5-0 in Chapel Hill in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll keep you up to date on that, Chandler.
You see how Wilson has the back of his hat? Did you see that?
Is it flipped up?
It's like flipped up.
Yeah.
That looks uncomfortable.
Whatever works. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line now and talk to Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show. He joins us here on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Greeny, good to talk with you as always. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Clip. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Lovely weekend here. Lovely Friday in Eastern North Carolina. One of my guests chose to move to yesterday on the show, Greeny, so we could play golf today. So a good golf day here in Eastern NC, and we will talk some golf. Greeny, I guess let's start with what's going on off the course, because you brought up Phil Mickelson last week, and since that time we've chatted. Phil Mickelson has apologized for some comments he made regarding the Saudi tour and the new tour, tour that is expected to rival the PGA if Greg Norman and folks have their way. I believe he's also lost a sponsor. It sounds like he may go on a hiatus here. So could you, the old explain it to me like I'm 5, this whole Phil Mickelson deal. What the heck's going on here, Greeny?
Yeah, well, he apologized to the LIV group that is basically the Saudi golf group. He didn't apologize to the PGA Tour. He didn't apologize really to anybody but the people that have obviously paid him money. We find out from Alan Shipnuck's, tweets and what's in his upcoming book that Phil is, part of this, and he's kind of helped put it together. And we don't know who the other people are, the other players that may have been a part of this. There was rumor that it maybe was Bryson DeChambeau and Dustin Johnson. They have since pledged their allegiance to the PGA Tour, so maybe they saw what happened and reversed course quickly.
So is that why you've seen a lot of statements out this week from PGA golfers, Greeny, so they can say, hey, we're not the people Phil's talking about or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident in that. I mean, President Monahan basically, or CEO Monahan this week, basically said to everybody, hey, you've got two choices. You can either, play on the PGA Tour and be happy about it, or you can go play in that league. And if you go play in that league, there's the door. Find it and have fun and don't come back. And, it is what it is. And like I've said before, I think I've said on your show before too, that, with Greg Norman's the same way. It's like Greg and Phil are the same kind of people now. I mean, Greg Norman didn't give a crap after he stopped playing golf about golf until it was something that he was making money on. He disappeared, and then when he was back on the Fox coverage of the U.S. Open, suddenly 2 weeks before the U.S. Open, he starts tweeting about golf again, and then when it's over, he disappears until the next year. And we hadn't heard anything from Greg Norman until suddenly he's announced as the CEO of this group trying to do a rival tour. So the whole thing is very strange, and this has definitely hurt Phil. His Ryder Cup captaincy or anything to do with the President's Cup is probably out the window now. I was totally expecting Phil to be the Ryder Cup captain at Bethpage Black when it came back to the United States in 4 years now. So, I think it's definitely hurt his legacy, and we don't know when and if we'll see Phil play again.
And you mentioned Greg Norman. In response to the Monahan comments, Greg Norman says, quote, simply put, you can't ban players from playing golf. Players have the right and freedom to play where we like. So he's trying to put out statements now to get more people on their side, and I don't know if it's going to work. So I remember talking about this with you last year when the idea was kind of formed, and now it's I guess getting closer to happening and everything. But it sounds pretty ugly, although it sounds like there's a pretty unified front from these PGA golfers right now, at least the big names, right, Greeny, that they're going to stick and play in the PGA Tour.
Yeah, well, especially Rory McIlroy. I mean, he threw Phil under the bus about as much as anybody. He's actually on the Player Advisory Council. I think he's the leader on the players' side, and basically calling out Phil, saying he doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's absurd, and he has no clue as to what's happening. And that's been the point all along. Is these guys are like, hey, Phil, if you want to change, you've been on tour for 30 years. You've never once been part of something that's been able to make the change. Like, where were you for 30 years? So Phil's made $95 million just in earnings on the PGA Tour, and the PGA Tour is responsible for him making hundreds of millions of dollars in sponsorship money. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, you don't see other sports giving away their media rights to the individual players. So, number one, why would golf do it? I mean, I think the PGA Tour, they've definitely done some strange things before. I mean, if Phil's suspended, we'll never know about it. I mean, if Dustin Johnson was suspended back in the day, we don't know about it. So they do a good job, I guess you could say, from the players' perspective, they do a good job of keeping things somewhat secretive to protect their players, but yet Phil throws them all under the bus. So, and it's funny, the first thing out of his mouth was greed, and yet this has to be a greedy decision on his part for what he's doing.
Interesting stuff. Good breakdown from Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show. Joins us every Friday, and the Golf Shop Radio Show is coming your way Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Pirate Radio. Greeny, I know you love when golf comes back to the East Coast. They're playing in the Honda Classic in Florida this weekend, and Daniel Berger, at the time of this recording, is on top of the leaderboard. What are you keeping an eye on down in Florida for this tournament going on, Greeny?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Sungjae Im came in as the heavy favorite in this tournament, and he's going to miserably miss the cut. There was only a few of the top 15 players in the world playing in this event. So this is kind of one of those in-between events that sometimes you get a lot of the top players, sometimes you don't. This year it happens to be one of those where you don't, because it kind of moves around a little bit. And a lot of guys are looking forward to the next event, which is the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So when you start looking at it from that perspective, this is an opportunity with not a lot of the big names in there for somebody to jump up and make a name for themselves. I mean, Daniel Berger is obviously somebody we know and somebody that's won before, but Kurt Kitayama, who had the lead after yesterday, is a guy who started on the European Tour. He's an American guy that started on the European Tour and has played well enough over there to get himself some starts in the PGA Tour. So does this give him an opportunity to maybe get some more starts in the PGA Tour or win and become a part of the PGA Tour? So that's kind of the storyline for me. The other thing is the wind. Traditionally, what you've seen so far in the first 2 rounds is in the morning it's been really calm, and if you're out in the morning on Thursday or Friday, you need to make hay. And then if you can have a good round like Daniel Berger did in the breezes yesterday afternoon and turn around and rip it up again this morning, shoot 500 to get a 10 under and a 3-shot lead, that's what you got to do. So that's what you look for, is to see as we go to the afternoon Friday, who can put up a good number in the afternoon and get themselves into contention in the win.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. You mentioned when we were talking about Phil earlier, the Ryder Cup, and how you thought maybe would be a captain. Looks like Zach Johnson will be the U.S. Ryder Cup captain. Greeny, amongst you golf talking heads, how important is that? I mean, has there been examples of bad leaders for the Ryder Cup in the past, and good captains, bad captains, and where does Zach Johnson fit into all that? Is this a big deal to you at all?
Well, I think it is a big deal, and I think Zach Johnson being around Steve Stricker, and that's kind of what the U.S. squad is looking for, is they're kind of using the European model of guys get to be vice captains a couple of times, or President's Cup captain or whatever, and then they move into this role. So for me, Paul Azinger, in doing his pod system, it worked great that one time, and I never really felt like that was the thing. I felt like you had a bunch of guys, he tried something different, it worked, but I think we hung on to that too long. I think what you really got out of Steve Stricker in this last Ryder Cup was he let the players prepare the way that they prepare every week, and we've always seen it. The U.S. squad is very much an individualistic type of team, and these guys like to prepare as individuals. Steve Stricker let them do that. There wasn't a lot of, let's all have dinner together and watch the movie Miracle before we go play Sunday singles or whatever. He let them, lounge around. He let them go to their weight room. He let them eat when they wanted to, and had very few team events. And I think if Zach Johnson keeps that alive, I think that's the key to the American squad. These guys are so used to preparing in a certain way that when you change it in a team format and make them all do different things, I think it impacts them. So I think from that standpoint, as long as we continue down that road with these particular set of guys, then that's the way to do it. You may, in 10 years, it may be something different. So I think you've got to change with the times, with the players that you're going to have on your team. That's, to me, what's important. And as long as the captain understands that, they'll be successful.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. Some good golf discussion there. You'll get a lot of that coming up Saturday right here on Pirate Radio. Greeny, we are focused on some East Carolina baseball. The Pirates playing North Carolina coming up this weekend, 3-game series. So that's going on here in the state. You've got the Hornets in town tonight as they play the Raptors. You got NC State and North Carolina in hoops. And also, and I'm trying to find where this game is, I saw that Charlotte FC will be playing their first game in the MLS. They'll be taking on DC United on Saturday. So is there any kind of buzz there in the Queen City about this Charlotte MLS team making their debut?
I think there's a little bit of a buzz, with the Hornets kind of laying an egg here the last couple of weeks. The audience has shifted a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see from a David Tepper venture standpoint. We changed the field in Bank of America Stadium to artificial turf because of Charlotte FC. So Charlotte FC better come out of the gate and make some serious hay, or they may fall by the wayside too. I don't know. Charlotte, it is very interesting. Charlotte's a very what have you done for me lately town. If a team's winning, they're all about it. If a team's not winning, they kind of fade off into the sunset a little bit. So this is something that definitely it'll be a splash to begin with, and they need to get some W's under their belts to keep the buzz alive. If they don't, then I think they just become another team here in Charlotte that, you like to go get some tickets and see once in a while. So I might partake once or twice. You never know. All
right, good deal. And speaking of what have you done for me lately, it looks like Brad Brownell is not going to get the Clemson Tigers into the tournament this year. They did beat Wake Forest, I think, earlier this week. But are you Clemson alums happy with Brownell, or is this year a concern and you start to heat up his seat a little bit?
It's an oddity with Clemson football, and you can definitely equate it to some other sports. I mean, obviously Clemson football is a juggernaut, and Dabo probably gets a huge break for last year with all the injuries and whatnot, but I don't think they'll have a problem resurrecting that. On the basketball side of things, it's always interesting. I think Brad Brownell is a great coach. he's just not been able to recruit consistently enough players to keep this program going. And, so I wasn't even paying attention, and somebody said, hey, Clemson upset Wake Forest the other night. I said, of course they did. They lost 6 games in a row and pretty much played themselves out of anything, and they turn around and then they turn around and win a big game.
Yeah.
So, why wouldn't they do that? But that's kind of the thing, is that, who else are you going to get?
Yeah.
You need somebody that can coach and somebody that can recruit, and that's a tough ask. I always thought, like, Oliver Purnell was a really good coach but could never recruit that well. So I feel like that Clemson's had some good coaches. They just haven't been able to consistently get the talent in here. So maybe you go to the flip side. Maybe you try and find somebody that can bring in a lot of talent and maybe isn't as quite a good of an in-game coach, and we'll see how it goes then. I don't know. Who you going to get is always the question that I ask.
That's right. If you're going to get rid of your guy, you got to have somebody there to take his spot. Good stuff today, Greeny. Enjoyed the conversation. What do you guys have coming up Saturday on the Golf Shop Radio Show?
Well, we're going to talk to our man Bill Bender of the Sporting News, as we usually do. We'll check in with Golf Channel's Rex Hoggard about old Phil in the Saudi Golf League. We'll check in with Kevin Crawford, who's the head golf professional down at Bay Hill, as we roll towards the Arnold Palmer Invitational. And then a former European Ryder Cup captain and champion, Tony Jacklin, has a new book out, so we'll check in with him and see what he's got going on.
All right, good stuff, Greeny. Looking forward to that coming up Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Pirate Radio. We will talk to you next week. Have a great weekend, man.
All right, thanks. You too.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us today here on Pirate Radio Live. East Carolina, North Carolina play in the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. And the Pirates trail it 5-0.
I'm sorry. Before we go to break here, East Carolina has now taken a 2-goal lead over George Mason on an empty netter. It is 12 to 10.
We want more.
12 to 10.
All
East
right.
Carolina, Amanda Moore's club, trying to remain undefeated on the season. 43 seconds left to go in the 3rd period.
All right. I like that. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. We'll take a timeout, come back, and have more for you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Rob Maloney, D.H. Conley head basketball coach, joins us when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
If you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems, professional cleaning of your air ducts can help. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 other viruses, including the coronavirus. And if you get your house ductwork cleaned now, you'll receive a free dryer vent cleaning valued at $150. Carolina Quality Air, family owned and operated right here in Winterville, and the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. Visit them online today at carolinaqualityair.com.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Bring home comfort at huge savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Power Event. Now at Bostic Sugg, amp up your space that makes a powerful statement with hundreds of power sofas, sectionals, and recliners in stock. Experience the power of better sleep on a Serta Arctic mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. And with any Arctic purchase, get 2 free pillows. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
This is CJ Mayhew, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow closed the day up 834 points at 34,058. The NASDAQ was up 221 points at 13,694. And the S&P was ahead 95 at 4,384. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. And as we head back in to the show, quick Buck Music Hall scoreboard update. ECU up 13-10 over George Mason. Start of the fourth period.
We want more. Amanda Moore's ECU lacrosse team looking to get to 4-0 on the year. Lane Hoover can't be stopped.
3 for 3.
GIF of guy on fire walking. That is Lane Hoover right now.
And man, he is burning that second baseman up.
He's had 2 infield singles and then just snuck one by into right field for his third hit of the day.
That second infield hit single was something that Billy Godwin said when I went to his baseball camps back in the day. A poo-poo dribbler.
Hit you a little poo-poo dribbler?
A little poo-poo dribbler, Billy Godwin used to say.
The problem is, Chandler, when you or I would hit those, we would get thrown out at first.
I would never get out of the batter's box.
So, I don't know if I ever had an infield single in my career.
I did, but it's because the shortstop might have bobbled it.
Those are called errors, son.
I called it infield single.
Son. I had to get the ball into the outfield grass to reach first base. In fact, when I was in Pee Wee, I still remember this. Well, it could have been Little League. I'm pretty sure it was Pee Wee, though, because it changed my life forever. You think you know something, and then you don't. I watched Major League Baseball, played video games. When you hit the ball in the outfield, it's a base hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hit the ball into right field for a clean single and was running to first and got thrown out. And I looked around like, whoa. You can't throw the ball to first if it's hit the outfield. Hey, cheating. Get this guy off the field.
I can't say that has not happened to me.
So,
hit a hard shot to right field, they just come up firing.
You can't say that has not happened to you?
I can't say that's gone.
Hey,
it's gone.
Everybody, join me on the Tilt-A-Whirl. Let's go.
Wait, how are we doing the Tilt-A-Whirl? Hey! You want some more potential good news?
I can't handle more. Yes.
It is the bottom of the 7th inning. Villanova's up 7-3. However, ECU has the bases loaded.
It's all
bottom
happening.
Of the 7th and 2 outs.
Happening.
I'm just saying Villanova just made a pitching change.
They better.
Okay, all right.
Damn well better.
All right, I actually feel like I was just on a Tilt-A-Whirl.
Some are saying we're back.
Don't puke.
ECU lacrosse, by the way, tacked on another goal. It's 14-10.
Some are saying we're back.
Goodness gracious, folks. You want to talk about a purple wave that's happening right now. Bryson Worrell with the smash.
2-run shot.
And then lacrosse scores, and now softball is threatening. It all just happened, just like that. All right, so I got to post something about that.
What are we talking about?
Unfortunately, softball's done. Pitcher came in, did her job, got the batter to line out to second base, so the ball game is over. 7-3, Villanova wins. They're going to play again. Probably they usually do a 30 to 45 minute break in between games. So ECU will play again probably around 6:30.
Hit that tweet button.
Splash. All right, thank you for that, Shirley Rhodes. We were talking about me getting thrown out after a base hit into right field and how I didn't know that was possible.
And I was saying that I can't say that did not happen to me.
So you're saying it might have? Or do you just continue to say that
what
phrase
I'm saying
wrong?
is it would be a lie if I said that did not happen to me.
Okay.
Because it did. And then there was a few times where the throw was just too late. But they attempted, they were like, look at this slow ass dude.
I didn't know it was possible. So I might have been pimping it at a young age because I thought I just had an automatic single. But anyway. So Bryson Worrell, you want to talk about red, dead center field, my friend?
Dead red.
That was a blast. And now it's in the past. And we have to move on and continue.
CJ Boyd, come on, baby. Beat it out. Ooh.
Was there a little contact there?
Yeah, there was. And the first baseman's looking back at CJ like, ooh. How about you get out of the baseline, buddy? Huh? How about you stretch? Don't catch the ball here where you're in the baseline. Stretch. This is coming from a former first baseman.
Yeah, that was a little odd. Let's see this again. Boyd. Well,
see, he didn't even.
Boyd's he's like in the field of play.
All right, Mully.
I'm saying what I'm seeing.
And I'm saying what I'm seeing.
I'm not just going to be some Barney the dinosaur dressed all up in purple sunglasses guy. I'm Hawaiian.
Okay, Hawaiian guy. I mean, look what the hell you're wearing. I'm wearing a Pirate Radio polo. Look what the hell you're wearing. Are you making fun of me because I'm wearing a purple Pirate Radio and Bud Light, which is the sponsor of the giveaway today?
I'm saying you're in
a Pittsburgh Pirate hat, and you're not even a Pirate fan.
Great hat, right, CJ?
And a Hawaiian
That's
shirt.
a nice looking hat.
I'm not a pirate fan. I'm a true pirate. I'm the captain of the tugboat. Ain't you heard?
Oh, I've heard.
I just don't want you to be too partial. Too much
by
of a
the way,
bias, yeah.
By the way, whatever happened to just wearing a hat as a fashion statement? If it is an accessory to the outfit that you are wearing.
Yeah. Are you saying that to him?
Yeah, because because he's dogging you about wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates hat.
He's dogging me for wearing a Pirate Radio polo.
right. 2 outs.
I'm sorry.
Hey, look, I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake yours.
I want to shake your hand.
Who wants to shake hands more?
God, why are your hands so sweaty?
Because I'm sitting beside you.
Gross.
I want to shake his hand.
You've been on that tilt-a-whirl too long.
I got a little nauseous.
All right, let's take a time out. We'll all shake hands, make up, and be ready to wrap up a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you after a ground out to short. Safe. Back after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at Arc Point Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust Arc Point Labs to give you quick and accurate results for all your laboratory testing needs. If you are in need of COVID testing for your return to school, work, or for travel, Arc Point Labs is offering same-day PCR and antigen testing with little to no wait time. Please visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina Arc Point Labs locations or make an appointment now at onehourcovidresults.com. Go Pirates!
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Hang on, I know, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York style pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss a show on Pirate Radio? Well, you can listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. And as we head back into the show, quick Buccaneer Hall music score. What?
Buccaneer Hall music.
Holy crap.
Wow. Buccaneer Hall music score.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me just...
Brought to you by
The Buck.
The
Okay, let's just say the Buck.
The Buck.
But anyway, ECU lacrosse leading 15-10, just under 8 minutes to go.
That's what we do.
Yep. So that's where we are with that. Holy crap. How much time we got left before the show is over?
About 5 minutes. All
Man.
right. So that is a happy score. This one not as pleasant, but a little better than a few moments ago. East Carolina now trailing 5-2, and there are about to be 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
As my dad said, or used to say, as he was coaching, can of corn.
I would say can of corn in the outfield there.
Yeah.
All right, I mentioned this earlier. Great slate of basketball for Saturday. So we got Pirate Hoops at 4 as they take on Tulsa. You also got baseball in Chapel Hill, some softball around here as well. But how about this top 25 slate? At noon, Purdue is at Michigan State. At 2 o'clock, Kentucky at Arkansas. The Razorbacks, tough as nails. Love Arkansas. Taking them tomorrow. Texas at West Virginia. Auburn at Tennessee. That's a good one in the SEC. 6 o'clock, Duke at Cuse. Texas Tech at TCU. Wisconsin at Rutgers. 8 o'clock, Kansas at Baylor. 10 o'clock, Gonzaga at St. Mary's. And USC at Oregon. So a great slate of college basketball coming your way on Saturday as we take a look ahead at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
All right, Pirates trying to get out of the 6th unscathed. Right now, nobody on. Let me get this guy's name. What's Wilson's first name? This guy has pitched well today.
He has pitched very well
for East Carolina. Let's pull up the bio for young Wilson here. Wilson! When you hear Wilson, do you think
Castaway? Yes.
Do you think Castaway? Do you think is it Dennis the Menace, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah,
I believe so. His name is.
How about Wilson from Home Improvement?
Home Improvement is another one.
The neighbor.
This is Bradley Wilson, redshirt freshman, who has come in here and
howdy ho there, neighbor.
Done a very good job. A neighborly performance by him today.
And he just got the guy to check swing on that fastball upstairs. Strike 3. Pirates going to the bat.
All right. He is the son of Sherry and Tim. Tim Wilson.
Wow. Tim Wilson
is a comedian, right? Was he the guy that did the church league softball fist fight, Shirley? Tim Wilson. Yeah.
I don't know.
Church league softball fist fight. Great song. Check that. Google that up if you hadn't heard it. So I don't think that's his dad, but that is the same name of his father. All right, Bradley gets out of it, so we head to the 7th, Chandler. Got a 3 innings left for the Pirates to make up a few more runs here.
Can we see dealing Danny Beal? Probably not, because we saw him on Tuesday.
I tell you what, though, seriously, these are some big innings by Wilson here because this is game 1 of a 3-game series. Sailor did not last long at all. So you try to minimize as many, the arms, especially on game 1, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to minimize the arms used in your game 1, and this is where it hurts. Especially, this is where Carson was supposed to be pitching here on a Friday, and you expect him to go at least maybe 5 innings, 6 innings, and Sailor getting punched out there, giving up 2 or 3 home runs. But Bradley Wilson coming in and trying to limit the damage, and he's doing a good job of that. I don't think we'll see him coming up in the 7th. Maybe we will. But is that David Searcy?
Oh, my God.
This
guy gets on TV every freaking ECU game.
That is David Searcy.
Unbelievable. You have got to be freaking kidding me. I mean,
that is crazy.
And I tweet it out every time. I swear this is like, I mean, CJ, you know, you're friends with Davis. How does it keep happening?
It's all the time. He's a magnet.
Does he have a deal with like?
He has to,
ESPN
like an under the table deal, like just one shot.
Unbelievable.
Nah, don't chase that, Riley.
All right, well, let's wrap it up here on a Friday, folks. Hope everybody has a grand weekend. Really fun sports weekend on tap.
Nice.
Shirley tapped out for the day.
Sorry. No, the mouse moved just as I hit
don't
it.
blame the mouse.
It was the mouse's fault.
How do you blame a poor little mouse?
Oh, boy.
Because I want to blame a poor little mouse, doggone it.
Shirley, we'll see you Monday.
Yep.
Hey,
ECU up 15-10, 3 minutes to go.
Let's go. We want more.
All right, CJ, we'll see you, buddy.
See you, CJ.
Say bye. Say something.
Well, I thought we were just doing. You know what?
Damn.
Thought you were just doing what?
Oh, this is how you do. Chandler, we'll see you Monday, pal.
All right, Clip. See you Monday.
Have
buddy.
a good one.
All right, you too. I want to shake your hand.
I'll see you. I should see you both
Shut up.
tomorrow.
We're talking.
Hey, shut up.
Be quiet.
You know what?
Shut
Now
up.
I don't want to see you at Minji's tomorrow.
All right. See you fine folks Monday at 3. Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.